Welcome in, one and all. We are here in the grand finals. Thank you for your patience and the during all of the downtime and all that good stuff, but we are here in the grand finals. We got some housekeeping to go through really quickly, and we'll talk about all the other stuff, but let's get into it. We have on the left-hand side in this best of 7 grand finals for the Medivh Madness 9, excuse me, we are going to be seeing Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. On the right side is Exodia. There are tournament baseline restricted heroes, so the following 18 heroes cannot be picked, played, or banned. You have Anduin, Blaze, Brightwing, Chromie, Dehaka, Garrosh, Genji, Hanzo, Hogger, Johanna, Junkrat, Lucio, Malfurion, Medivh, Rehgar, Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, and Valla. Those 18 heroes cannot be picked, played, or anything like that in this best of 7 grand finals. The heroes that are banned at the top of the screen do not add to that list or carry over, so Deck or Kane could be played in map 2, 3, or 4. We're guaranteed 4 maps in the best of 7, as you need to win by 4. We're hoping we go the full distance today. As a reminder, for those that are watching in, I am dropping some frames here and there, so if you do get some buffering, if you get some weird staggering or anything like that, just know that it's not you, it's on my end. I have dropped currently 119,000 frames. I don't think I've had many big complaints from people in chat, but I just want to give a forewarning. If you do see some buffering, if you do see a little bit of lag or a change in your bitrate, it is on my end, not yours. The heroes that are picked and played, though, like Cassia, first pick here for Team of the Spider Queen, will be unavailable for future maps. So Cassia cannot be played in the rest of this best of 7 grand finals. I hope that clears up anything. If you have a question, chat at me, and if you have any questions in chat about this draft and play style and tournament, at me in chat. If you have general questions, don't just throw them in chat at me. I don't know the winning lottery numbers, okay? So this has been mostly fine reframes. Thank you so much, Stark. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure it's fine, but I just see number go down and my brain go, oh no. So let's take stock here. Tomb of the Spider Queen is going to be the map choice coming out from the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, and as the team that came in from the upper bracket yesterday, they will have first pick as well. So first pick and map pick, no map bans, and chat, all we can hope for is a best of 7 that goes the distance. We can't ask you your favorite color of socks? Black. Alright, let me skim this really quickly. The nature's so beautiful, it's a hidden gem of Europe, not overrun with Georgia. Yeah. I mean, I live in a forest as well, so that's you know. Lake Tahoe, in my opinion, in the United States is one of the most beautiful places in the United States, but I like mountains, I like winter, I like snow. Alright, let's focus in. We got our grand finals. We have rambled and ranted enough. Let's focus in on the best of 7 here in this Meta Madness draft. All right, so it is going to be a Thrall Deckard on the left band away. We're in the mid ban phase, so we'll get one more ban out from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Kerrigan, Gul'dan, and Medivh will be removed by Exodia. First pick, or I guess double pick for Exodia, will be the Falstead Yrel. Anna to be target banned as well for Tomb of the Spider Queen. Cassia, Muradin, and Ariel. So both teams with okay wave clear right now. The Falstead I assume to be auto attack. We saw it earlier again today. We haven't seen a W. Well, there's only one Falstead that can be played today, or in the first series. But it was auto attack. It was really strong. In my opinion, way better than W build. I don't think we're going to see much W build. Maybe some Q build, but I think this is going to be another auto build game for Dino here on this Falstead. We also do see the Yrel, Uther, and the Stitches. So Hook, Gorge, Gust, Stun the target as they come out from the Gorge. As we do have the Cassia, Muradin, Ariel. The wave clear is okay-ish. The Tracer last pick. All right, that is okay. They already have a healer in Uther. No, I don't think that. I was like, maybe they Lili with all this auto attack damage, but I don't think they're gonna Lili this. I don't think they'll pick up a Lili. I think this will be some sort of either like Kael'thas actually works out really good with this because you have Gravity Labs to follow up the Stitch's hook, gives you more wave clear as well, gives you Living Bomb and zoning potential. Really? I was not anticipating a Imperious. California gamers are kind of effed connection-wise. What? But Australia is worse? Wait, what? Connection to what? My internet sucks just because there's a monopoly in this area. And Spectrum doesn't have to really... Spectrum can keep raising the price, and there's no one to compete against them, so... You know, where am I going to go? Am I going to go get AT&T 4 up and down? Alright, everybody. Grand Finals, map number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. DK on Muradin. Nano is your Cassia. Gaflo playing the Tracer. Surdath on what I believe is that Leoric. And okay, Nano. We have Banana as your Ariel.
Sublime.
Indeed it is, Banana. On the right side, Exodia, we saw them earlier today, and they have fought through the lower bracket best of 5 to get here into the grand finals. Dino, Falstead, Yasu, Uther, Porky on the Stitches, Hazuab's Imperius, and Dequaza, the Urel. Auto attack Falstead. No W build again, no Q build this time either. Dwarf Block, Muradin, Searing Light, Parting Gift, Charge Strikes, and Osin's Renewal. Hungry for more, Dauntless Urel, Silver Touch, Frequent Flyer Falstead, and that is going to be your Consuming Flame for the Solarian Flare on Hazuabs. Celestial Charge missing, Minion Waves are traded here in mid, no real fights to break out. This is going to be a very quick camp on the left-hand side from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. For example, if you play on EU, it's unplayable. That's not true. I played 13 EU ranked games. I played a bunch of ARAMs before that too. It's very doable. It's only 200 ping. You just gotta learn how to literally play with 200 ping. And I'm not even like being sarcastic or facetious. Like, it's just learning how to play with 200 ping. Realistically, when I got into the ranked games, after all the practice of ARAMs, I really didn't have much of an issue. Granted, I did have to play different characters, but still. I didn't have trouble with my Decker Cane whatsoever. But, let's see what we have here. Detain to strike into the wall. Slam goes down onto a few enemies. Imperious Molten Armor is activated as well. Solarian Flare going out. Gaflo might get hit by the Avenging Wrath, but blinks up in the lane. The Righteous Hammer does connect the Pulse Bomb onto Dequaza as well. Celestial Charge into a few enemies as Uther follows up the Celestial Charge with a Hammer of Justice, but no kills to be achieved. Right side camp has still not been grabbed by Exodia. And a little bit of soft siege onto the fort gates here in mid-bottom. And a little bit in top. Level 4's coming through. Nothing really crazy to note, I believe. Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. Charge finds DK, Muradin, Dwarf Toss to the side. Tame Strike will push Stitches into the wall. The first repeated defense stack for the Ariel. The 30% knockback range is picked up immediately, but more damage is nice. You do scale up the damage to a max of 250. Good hook on, good ally hook on the Hazuabs there from Porky. Celestial Charge missing once again. Hook goes fishing for DK, but he's just to the side of that and won't be pulled out of position. Tracer blinks into the mid lane. Dequaza, sorry, hit with the Pulse Bomb. And Dequaza will be fine to back away. But 50 gems are held on the left-hand side. Enough for a turn-in. DK and Gaflo might be turning in a bit here in the bottom clutch. Nano gets a few just above in the mid, or the top lane clutch. Nice to Tame Strike again onto Stitches. Yeah, like, literally right now my ping is 196 on EU, which is average for me. Once it gets to like sometimes I'll spike to like 250, near 300. That's very unplayable for me. But it's rare to jump up that high. Hook goes out onto Banana, Celestial Charge to follow up that combo. Cassia fends into the back line. DK trying to create a little bit of space. Thunderclap goes down the ground with Reverberation level 4. You have the attack speed debuff as well, but the big thing is going to be that 5% off the heroic ability once we get to that 10 talent tier area. I'm assuming it's going to be Avatar game. 7 talent tier slightly faster on the left-hand side. The blue web weavers are pushing in. Tamer Strike fishes for another stun, but none to be found in the Hazuabs. Celestial Charge is good again onto the Muradin. Stormbolt lands. Tamer Strike into the wall, but Hazu is really not taking too much damage. Actually, he's now he's starting to drop low here. He's Celestial Charge over the wall, and he'll be taken down. I think it just came off cooldown is the issue, and the reason he wasn't dying too quick was the armor from that Uther, that 25 armor for the moment was mitigating so much damage, but now the web weaver in top lane is low. The minion wave is here still. Can they get this fort taken down? Leoric did Wraith Walk out of bottom as he gets the fort down to a few thousand. Top lane fort may just get taken down here.
Metal spiders, destroy them. Deliver gems of power to my altar.
Serdab takes down bottom lane fort. We've got left side camp started again by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Gaflo with a little bit of poke here in mid lane, but we'll be slowly blinking and playing back towards their fort gate. Recall activated, Stormbolt, and Pulse Bomb onto Dino. The hook misses from Porky. As Dino looks to turn in 18, he should be able to get this. I don't think DK is going to be able to step up for any sort of delay. Stormbolt does land onto Porky's Stitches. So mid lane. Oh, I thought Gaflo was going to get hooked right there. There's no Gorge, obviously, yet. There's no level 10. And Siege and such has been good for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. They will hit 10 talent tier first. Avatar, Crystal Aegis, Entomb, Valkyrie. As the Avatar does get activated here in the mid lane, the Sun from Uther comes through. That'll be a Valkyrie onto Yrel. Not the best target. A hook lands on the Ariel. She'll self-cast Crystal Aegis. The Entomb from Leoric captures Hazuabs. Pulse Bomb, Sticky Bomb onto Dehaka. Looks to back away, but so many blue health bars are low, and they are not able to sustain this pressure from mid lane. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins need to back away. They'll tap well, and Yrel looks to turn in enough for a Web Weaver summoning. Big damage onto Leoric as the drain applied. Uh-oh, Falstad barrel rolls to the side to safety. Bird and Dwarf Toss is in deep. Tracer coming in with the sustained damage. While the blinks have been used, Dino taps well. And, oh man, so many good dive attempts coming up from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. They deny the enemy team their turn in, which is a really good play out from them. We'll see if the Gaflo Girthy Gremlins can get the last gem needed in this top lane. Gaflo gets it, and they will have Web Weaver summoning, but will they get it in time? Finishing out the wave really quickly. That will give time for the camp to be grabbed and a rotation to be made. Gaflo, I believe, has the remainder of the turn. Yeah, 19 held, 19 on Gaf. Hook lands. Slam goes down, but Murden Dwarf Toss at the side. Dehaka does get the turn in. Red Web Weavers will descend for Exodia. See them push on into top, mid, and bottom. A hook goes out from Porky trying to find something. It is Gorge, Ardent Defender, Divine Shield, Gust, and Wrath of Aegis. By the way, those that missed it, we actually saw Ardent Defender upgrade earlier today. The first time I've ever seen someone take the Ardent Defender upgrade. It's a Word of Glory is the name. Increase the healing amount that you get, and also that healing splashes to nearby allies. But I mean, also Seraphim is insane to pass up because it's a 10-second cooldown, 2-second unstoppable. The cooldown starts the moment you press the button, so technically it's an 8-second cooldown for Seraphim. Yeah, Seraphim needs to get nerfed in my opinion. Also, I also really wish that Hand of Freedom is not something that Yrel can self-cast. Remove all slows and stuns from them. Grant an allied hero 30% movement speed for 3 seconds and remove all slows and stuns from them. Not Yrel. I hate that shit. She's got too many buttons. Gorge onto the Muradin. The Gust comes out from Falstad. DK is going to get hit with a Celestial Charge and will be getting Avatar. Entomb comes out from Leoric, but Muradin will not be saved by that. Dequaz is still chasing in with the Ardent Defender. The Righteous Hammer lands on the banana. The top, or sorry, the mid lane fort does go down to this Webweaver phase. And the big thing to mention after they're going to kill this Ariel is that there's enough for another Webweaver turn in. The clutch is open. The boss is up. There's 2 dead. I'd love to see a boss plus Webweaver call. You just got the card? Yay! The first card getter from the season. I do have 2 more to send out, I believe. No, 3 more to send out this Monday. Kyle's, non-champions, and Zul rules, I believe, are the 3 that I need to do as they were redeemed this week. Celestial Charge fishing for Gaflo. The red Webweaver's here. No boss picked up with this, and it is going to be 13 talents here on both sides. 170 stacks for the Falstead. He's got the 70 extra damage currently. Once he gets that pinnacle, he'll be at 195 in total. Oh, I wouldn't be doing it during the Classic Cup, LaFascia. I'd be talking to the devs being like, yo, Saint Dev, it's me, Bahamut. Cleanse on to this Stitches as he was pulled back by the Valkyrie for a moment. A Celestial Charge lands on the Muradin, who was the Gorge target. A Stormbolt goes out. The top lane fort will be completely taken down. The Ariel is going to be hooked in beautifully from Porky. The Crystal Aegis, a self-cast. There's going to be an immediate self-heal as well, but Ariel is taken down. Avenging Rat doesn't make it over the wall. Webweaver in top lane is going to be thin. They're going to try and chase onto Gaflo, but the hook onto Cassia does land. The Wrath of Angiers is going to be there, and Cassia falls as well. Oh, you got your card as well, Abby. Nice. I'm glad to hear. I sent them out on Monday, so I was anticipating a few people to get them sometime this week. I know there were a few people that were literally in the same state as me, so I assumed they would get it first, but not the case. Oh my, how did that not hit Gaflo? Are you serious? That hook, I swear, was going to hit. Ardent Defender and Tomb from Leoric. Mid-keep is getting low. Pulse Bomb lands onto Urel. She jumps over the wall with the Avenging Rat. There's going to be a cleanse onto her from Uther. The Hand of Protection. We do have a Gorge onto Muradin. Gus pushes back most of the enemy team. Tracer's still stepping up onto the Imperious. DK tries to Dwarf Toss over the wall. His Avatar is active. Stitches tries to step up. That Crystal Aegis might have been a mistake. Divine Shield, Valkyrie. Muradin will go down. Imperious, though, is probably traded here. Urel already backing away. Stun from Uther goes out onto Serdath. Oh, nice, Hostile. Glad you all got it. Nice. Hopefully you enjoyed this year's photo. I think it was like the cutest photo I took this year, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright, sorry, I was throwing away a teabag. I thought Falstad was going to go for that camp during the meantime. Urel clears out a mid lane wave. 2 to 5 in kills. Where's the experience breakdown coming from? Not minions, it's passive. Early game structure takedowns, leading in that passive experience gain. But let's see what we got going on here. 16 on both sides. Blue Webweavers will descend for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Solarian Flare goes out, just clearing out the wave. Celestial Charge just the side. Hazuab playing it safe here. Hammerings from Falstead going out. 224 stacks for Dino as Urel is just kind of anchoring above, looking for that, or watching for a potential flank. And I think DK was trying to set something up. Avenging Wrath into the wave. The mid lane Webweaver is cleared away. The fort is saved. Wrath of Angiers misses from Hazuab's. And the Entomb expires. Top lane Webweaver probably will be the priority clear. Urel is going to go safe clear in bottom. Actually, the allies are kind of... So Hazu goes to top lane. The rest of the allies kind of pivoting in mid, seeing if they need to go help Urel in bottom. Gaflo with 39 gems will blink in. Bottom lane wave is pushing up into keep gate. Oh, the other thing they want to save here is they want to try and save this mid lane fort. I see that's why they're kind of hovering around mid. Imperious is cleared out top lane. Tracy gets a few autos onto the structure. It will minus her armor by 20, but she's going to be able to blink away. Keep gate very much well defended in bottom and top. Mid fort still saved. Both teams have an available Webweaver turn in here, as Tracer will start working on Siege Giants for bottom. Hazuab soaking up top lane. Looks like he'll join in with the allies in a bit. And Tomb lands on the Stitches. Porky trying to back away. Wave of Light from Uther lands onto him. That's a good tame strike in the wall, and Yrel gets to lead him before she can press a button. Imperious is looking to pick up some of the gems, but a lot of gems are dropped and none to be picked up. Still enough for a turn on the right side, but that was a nice chunk of gems and a kill in favor of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Serdat trying to turn in. They've got 69 of the 60 needed. So we'll see a few turn-ins here and there. Gaflo with the vast majority. There is going to be a boss call. I can see the future. Red turn in with boss to core. Hostile, today I'm learning you're colorblind. At least when you're reading the future. I guess the future's in black and white, right? Hook goes out, but it's not going to pull anyone. Serdat had the Wraith Rock active during this. This is going to be boss plus blue. Webweaver's maneuvering in. Pulse Bomb onto Stitches, but the Divine Shield mitigates the damage. And it's 18.5. Hook goes out, trying to pull someone in. Solarian Flare thrown out. Boss is going to start working on Keep Gate. The slam will zone the enemies back. False Dead autos are coming through. A little tornado to push Porky around as well. The Webweaver descending here in the top lane. Valkyrie. Oh, God. I thought Dino was getting pulled there. A hook lands on a DK, but he dwarf tosses to the side. No Stitches Gorge activated. Celestial Charge mitigated by a Stormbolt, I believe. Midfort has gone down. Leorca's pushing that. Dino has to use his Gust to push back the enemies, and Dino will be taken down by Gaflo. Hazuab's looking to back away. The Righteous Hammer from Dehaka helping out. The Wrath of Angiers pulls Murden onto the right side of all of this. 4 shots are going to reduce his armor down as well. Banana getting hooked. Tame strike into the wall. Boss is on core. Crystal Lake is activated. We do have the Entomb onto Dehaka. No buried alive level 20 yet. Core shielding is broken. Gaflo working on core with his Girthy Gremlins. Pulse Bomb on the 2 enemies. Dehaka is getting low, but this is looking like Uther falls on the right side. GG, well played. Gaflo Girthy Gremlins kick off the best of 7 grand finals with a map 1 victory. Their map choice as well. Let me adjust the sub goal here, because I think 48 subs is a bit of an ask. I actually also have like a bunch of hype train ideas already written down. Effectively, all the hype train ideas are sub alerts that I was like, I'm not too big on this. But you know what I'm always big on? I'm always big on Ben Star thumbs up. We're always big on Ben Star thumbs up. We're going to roll some ads. We're going to get ready for map number 2 in this best of 7 series. And I will see you after the ads. I'm going to make a new sub goal. You might be in the minority on this one, my friend. There's like, basically the short of it is that there's chemical things that happen, or I guess you could say it's chemical, but there's things that happen overnight when it sits and it sits in its juices, and it's so much better. Anyways, let's get into it. Map number 2 of our best of 7 grand finals. On the left hand side, it's going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, Exodia on the right, down in this best of 7, and we will be seeing well, we won't be seeing 18 heroes as they are currently unavailable. And we do have a Chen ban, Samuro ban. Get rid of Tyrande as well. Interesting. No, actually not really, because you have Huntress Mark as well for the objective. Thrall's going to be banned away. Kerrigan? Do we see... Well, it's Battlefield. Kerrigan, I don't know about Kerrigan on Battlefield. I mean, I think it can work, but I just feel like you're not going to get a lot of baseline stacks. Raymane's up. Rayner's up. I'm trying to think of good race heroes. Lunara with Nature's Calling is really good as well. Malfurion's really good on this map. So they're going to first pick the Li Ming. We did see this before from the members of Exodia. I'm curious if they're going to run No, I don't think they can run that same comp. They can run something similar, because they did have earlier today, they had an ETC Imperious Li Ming sort of composition, so it was like Power Slide and Celestial Charge, Li Ming Delete. They don't have the Imperious available, but they can still go into like ETC if they wanted. Picks on the left-hand side. What do they want to start with on the set of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins? It's an Ana Diablo. It's a solid start, honestly, from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. It's really nothing. It doesn't show too much. It does kind of lean into a dive draft, but you can still play a bit of a control game with a Diablo. Trying to, overpower displacement, shadow charge into your team or something like that. But typically, Diablo is a signifier of a dive composition. What do we want to see with the Li Ming here? The Ana's already been taken, so no nano-boosted Li Ming can be grabbed.
I hear the call of the wild.
Didn't we literally just have an Ariel in map number 1? Artanis is really good for this. Artanis is decent on this map. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say there's we literally had that already. Okay. So we'll get the player back in here who Alt F4'd, and then we'll get back into it. Yeah, exactly, Callie. I was like, like, if it was map 5 and they forgot, sure. It's map 2. They just played it. All right, back into the draft, everybody.
Battlefield of eternity.
Keck wait. Yeah, Keck wait indeed. Alrighty, so we're just gonna chill here for the time being and get going into Battlefield of Eternity. Alright, so Samuro banned, Tyrande and stuff will be removed, Thrall, blah blah blah. What's up, Booty Scooty? How you doing, bud? Alright. We're just waiting to get back into where we left off. In theory, though, they could have just fully drafted that entire thing, then canceled, then just done the whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They technically could have kept going and then said, okay, the Ariel's this, and then finish out the draft. But either way, restart the gamble. Why? Why would I restart the gamble?
Tremble before me. I hear the call of the wild.
So it is Kharazim and Rexxar, so the Ariel was a Kharazim. We've got a Li Ming with that as well. I like the Kharazim on Battlefield quite a bit. We don't see him enough. Could see a Zarya as well, like Zarya main tank. I feel like having the support would help out a little bit with these solo... I mean, like, Kharazim heal can be fine. I just feel like the Zarya would be a nice impact as well. Like, Kharazim gets the barrier, dives in. Speaking of dive, a new Brack will be removed here. Right, with the Ana Diablo, we're kind of back to where we were with the draft. Welcome back, everybody, to where we pretty much left off. And, Malthael removed, which kind of leads me to believe it is going to be double Bruiser main tank for the remainder of this. So they won't go for the Zarya, because the Malthael, I mean, also nano-boosted Malthael Tormented Souls does get a lot of value. On a Diablo, what do they want to nano-boost, potentially? You could nano-boost the Lightning Breath. Swift Retribution for the Zul'jin. Probably a Grievous Throw build. Probably a Grievous Throw build. I would assume. Bone Slicer 1, No Mercy 16, stuff like that. Probably, so with the Zul'jin, do they want to consider the ETC still? Because I feel like that's the direction they were going. They're going to pick up another Bruiser that has some sort of CC, and then, like, ETC to power slide in. Rexxar charge as well. Oh, right, it was Arthas last time. It was the Arthas, and I believe it was the Imperious with the Rexxar, Li Ming, and I forget what the healer was that game. But Greymane is a solid pickup. Exodia has a really good draft. I like this a lot. Last pick on the left side. Probably a hypercarry Zul Jin, I would assume.
Victory above all.
Another healer? Okay. So they're doubling down on healing for Zul Jin, Tyrael, Diab. This is going to be an interesting game. Get your gambles in, everybody. Here we go. And happy Winter Solstice, by the way, everybody. Today is the day. Don't forget to go sacrifice a goat in the forest. As we get into map number 2, here we are, Battlefield of Eternity. We do have Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, DK on the Diablo, Gaflo playing your Stukov, Banana Ana, Nano is your Gundam Tyrael, and a Surdath Hypercarry Zul Jin. Right side. Oh, no Bone Slicer at level 1. Recklessness. Okay, alright. I was thinking that we would see armor bypass and stuff like that, and the Grievous throw on the objective is really nice. But on the right side, Exodia looking to make this a 1-1 score between these two teams. On Battlefield, map 2, it is Daquaza, Greymane, Dino, Li Ming, Yasu is your healer, Karazim, Porky playing the Arth, excuse me, as we have Hazuabs on the Rexar, Misha, of course, played by Misha. Diablo, Soul Shield, Contact Healing for the Ana. We also will be having Stukov with Fetid Touch at level 1. Justice for all Tyrael, and Zul'jin, that Recklessness, as we had kind of alluded to. A Rhyme Arthas, a Aspect of Hawk. No, sorry, that's Bird of Prey. Aspect of Hawk is 13. Greymane Vicious level 1, and that is also going to be Karazim with Iron Fist Gaflo in the bottom lane to try and soak things up. Misha gets taken down by tower shots. Okay. What a combo, Turbo. What a combo of emotes right there. Arthas in top lane is going to back away. We do have Camp on top lane grabbed. Bottom lane Fort Gate is immediately burned down over here. Beautifully done with the inspired minion wave and such. Diablo's rotating out of top lane. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins may have made a small mistake in the way they started up this map number 1, or map number 2. Yasu with a few punches. Overpower lands, but Yasu continues to punch in, dashes to an ally. We do have Tyrael with the Impaler Camp pushing up into top lane. Fire Stomp finds the Misha. She'll charge through. Zul'jin trying to get a few more auto attacks, and he will be able to pick up a stack right there. Speaking of Zul'jin stacks, he does lose 3 stacks from this counter, or 15 if he dies, and that is throughout the entire game. It's not like Kael'thas Convection. If you hit a certain threshold, you don't lose it anymore, or Gul'dan, or baseline for your Medivhs. But if he does hit the 15 mark, he does get the 1.1 range increase, and if he dies after that, he doesn't lose the 1.1. Same thing with the Twin Revolve on the Cleave as well at the post-30 mark. So we'll see a little Frozen Tempest activated by the Arthas as they back away. Top lane wave cleared out, but right now, the bottom lane siege up against the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, more than 50% of the fort, sub 2 minutes, was really nice. A great start from Exodia. Explosive start, if you to say the least. Debilitating Dart, you do have your Soul to Flame. It is a Biotic Armor, right? Yeah, Biotic Armor. Reciprocate for Tyrael. I assume 7 is going to be Swift Retribution. I understand Burning Halo is good, but I feel like you want the Swift Retribution with the Zul'jin here. I think that's the reason. That's one of the reasons they took the Tyrael. A little bit of damage from Li Ming, pokes onto Tyrael. The Eldrune Smite thrown in. The way to push lands onto her, getting a 5th stack on that Fetid Touch of the 15. Probably see Long Pitch later on as well, right? Or is Long Pitch at 4? I always forget. I think it's a 7 talent. Yeah, it is a 7 talent, the Long Pitch. Usually if you see Fetid Touch 1, it's Long Pitch 7. There's a nice synergy between the two of those. And then probably a Virulent Reaction, level 13, for the lockdown. Objective phase is here. Zul'jin has dropped his health down. Arthas looking to step up. A little bit of healing debuff onto him, and that's going to be Zul'jin dropping some stackage as Greymane and Karazim dive in, take down the troll. And first blood picked up by Exodia as the Immortals go to their scripted sides. Big damage onto Simply DK, who needs to back away from the Misha. Greymane and Kharazim on the right are racing really well. I love Kharazim on this map, and I wish we saw more of him. Shadow charge into Rexar. The ally team is stepping up. Arthas is actually, hold on, that's going to be a Howling Blast landing on the Zul'jin. He just made it back into the engagement. Misha charging out, but she'll be taken down. Immortal will be picked up by the members of Exodia. And Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins head to top lane for the defense. But it is going to be Icy Talons for the Arthas. Gain 3% attack speed for 1.5 seconds every time a hero is damaged by Frozen Tempest to a max of 60%. So no Frozen Waste at level 4 for him. We did see that in the previous match. Or previous map, but I believe it was Dequaza who was on the Arthas that earlier game. Porky, I believe, was the ETC. Yeah, that actually is typically fitting. Beautiful Howling Blast into Arcane Orb. Gaflo low. Wait, oh, Gaflo doubles back and actually walks headlong into an Arcane Orb. That's a reset for Li Ming. A second one into the Diablo as they do not step up into Surdath, but the Immortal will take top lane for it down. And Exodia have an absolute beautiful start here to map number 2. Waking up after that map number 1. And I wouldn't even say waking up because they played a best of 5 before this. They came out victorious in a 3-1 score in total. But it was a little bit of a blunder on map 1, but this map 2, they are answering back in and they are giving us a good game. Especially if Exodia wins this, that means we're guaranteed more maps today. And who doesn't love more Heroes of Storm maps? Weighted push goes out once again. There's that long pitch, as I mentioned, at level 7. Arcanite Axis for the Zul'jin at level 7 as well. Diablo continues in with his Eternal Flames. And it is that... Oh, no, it's going to be Purge Evil for the Arthas, or for the Tyrael here. Each enemy here hit by Spike increases Tyrael basic attack damage by 60% for 4 seconds. As Porky lives? Porky lived? Dino lives? Oh, that is... I mean, unfortunate, it doesn't even feel like the right word. That's bad. Someone will get that last auto attack, I'm sure of it. Zul'jin does have his 1.1 range increase. We will have the next Immortal phase announced here momentarily. We are getting into the 10 talent tier territory. So let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. A big thing to mention here is going to be Wisdom Duelist for the Greymane. Also, Kharazim went into Air Ally, which is Spell Power. Zul'jin, unfortunately, is unable to block the incoming poke damage from Li Ming, and they do take down a second structure against Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Surdath chasing in with a few more autos into Arthas. He lands a Howling Blast in the disengage. And the Immortals will go to race potential sides. We always see the setup for the blue team, so Axis on the left, Shield on the right. What is the game plan from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins? They won't have 10 talent here, so I think they're going to go straight up into race. Unleash the board, go for the throat, 7-sided strike, Army of the Dead, and Li Ming disintegrate again. Tyrael in top lane trying to soak up. Kharazim punching on the right side. The board's unleashed by the Rexar. We do have a Tyrael shield applied. Zul'jin so very low. The healing pathogen comes through. That is going to be fed touch level 1 completed. Porky on the left is trying to back away. Does pop his Army of the Dead. The Misha does go down. And the first half of the Immortal phase is going to be much more in favor of Exodia. This is about a 5k difference on that HP of the Immortal. Porky is still just not dying. Nano has to get the Eldruin's Might to the side. And just Porky nigh unkillable in this map number 2 on the Arthas. Top lane wave needs to be dealt with, and Zul'jin's the one to head up there really quickly. Arcanite Axes. Or sorry, the Twin Cleave thrown out. And the Fallen Shaman weakened here. Arcane Orbs poking in. Lightning Breath. Judgment from the Tyrael. Guillotine. Flailing Swipes and Nano Boost. Nano Boosted Lightning Breath, please. Zul'jin Guillotine goes out, Disintegrate from Li Ming comes through, and that's going to be Greymane taken down by the Tyrael, who's able to run him down and out. That's a Shadow Charge onto Yasu, who was able to get the 7-7 strike, dashes over to another ally with 20 HP. Is there damage over time? Ana had the dot supplied, and now a couple kills picked up by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Zul'jin, by the way, has surpassed the 30 mark, so he has the double revolve on the Arcanite, or sorry, on the Twin Cleave. Arcanite Axis at 14 stacks, and Diablo's going to anchor around their Immortal. Li Ming trying to poke in with Maybe some magic missiles, Arcane Orb. Diablo's gonna Fire Stomp, eat some of that damage. But the objective will be won by the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. That should go into... Oh, I don't have stock of which lane is stronger. Bottom? Top. It was a roll of the dice. Oh, wow, and it's still really healthy on both sides. All right. Stukov goes to clear out bottom lane with a Lurking Arm. It is indefinite because he doesn't have any Lurking Arm talent, or he doesn't have the Growing Infestation level 7, which limits your duration. But this is a decent shield Immortal at 8 minutes scaling. Immortal shielding is broken, moves into melee mode, gets a slam onto the Heat Gate. Fort Gate. Axe is going out from Zul'jin. The Boar's unleashed to the flank onto the Ana, and Banana gets popped immediately. There's going to be a 7-7 strike onto the Diablo. He needs to get out of that circle as we do have Zul'jin taken down. I thought I saw the animation of a guillotine, and I think I did, but I don't know where it landed. 22 seconds, and it's a 30-second cooldown. It was at 25 when he was dying, so he did get the activation. I don't know if it actually hit anyone. Greymane lunges in onto the Stukov. That's an overpower from Diablo. Dehaka playing aggressive here. Misha chasing in. That big old bear. Does she have a charge? Looks like the answer is no. Zul'jin about to respawn, and they're going in for the Judgment of Tyrael. This is the camp given away. There's a Lightning Breath going out. Dehaka will be cooked up, and what? Hazu fell as well? Porky has got his Frozen Tempest active, but Porky is beyond split from his team. He's back to his 30 mark, but he doesn't get like triple revolve on the cleave now. Excuse me, and the third Immortal phase is going to be spawning here, I'd say in about a minute. Oh, I land on top of Arthas, thank you. I lost. The team fight was hectic and crazy. Sometimes you just don't see everything. All right, Shattered Armor, by the way, for the Arthas on the Howling Blast. Minus 15 for 4 seconds, yeah. Unfettered Assault for the Greymane. There's that Aspect of Hawk for the Rexar. Li Ming continues with Illusionist. Shaco, Aetherwalker, Calamity, and Illusionist at 1, 7, and 13. There's the Immortal, as I mentioned, coming up really soon. Tyrael checks the top lane camp. Bottom lane Impaler camp was just grabbed. Any invade on this right side? The question is, did Cav's alert actually work? There's a delay on stream, so I don't know. Guillotine onto Karazim. He does hit. He does manage to dive to the side. And this is going to be a top lane camp grabbed. Now, Druin's Might, not in the bush, but I think it might have scattered out Misha. She'll back away. 6-6 in kills, 14-14, and our third Immortal phase is here. Both teams have gotten Immortal, but a lot more siege has been picked up by the crew of Exodia. Though post-level 13 era, it's looking really good for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Ana going Purifying Dart, by the way. A Shadow Charge into a Fire Stomp from Diablo. Second Fire Stomp as well. Li Ming Disintegrate activated from a safe position. She'll blink back, and Misha does go down to Zul'jin. The Immortals will swap, and it looks like the first half of the race is really good to the side of Exodia. Nano boosted Zul'jin trying to chase onto the Arthas. There's going to be a Lightning Breath, and the Lightning Breath is enough to take them down. Diablo picks up the Arthas. We have Tyrael Judgment on 7-second cooldown, and it looks like the race is going out. Cav!
Yes.
Congratulations on your watch streak. Woo-wee! Alright, so. Level 16 looming on both sides. The race has begun. Ana, wait, Judgment from the Tyrael onto the Greymane. They're going to try and take down the Worgen here. He's going to raise his foot to the side, but Nano has the chase. The 7-sided strike almost takes down Li Ming. Or sorry, the Ana. Li Ming gets a reset off of that. Arcane Orbs flying in. Zul'jin does manage to finish out the Immortal. Diablo now trying to back away. Tyrael has decent damage onto Yasuo. Jumps back as Arthas is back in the mix. Howling Blast goes out. Tyrael's going to Hearth out for full mana. Top lane Impaler camp is pushing up, and this Immortal goes to bottom lane, which looks like the wave will be cleared out really quickly by Diablo and friends. Diablo is full on souls, and this is going to give some time for the Immortal to be dropped down to melee mode. Stukov now stepping up. Weighted Push goes out. 16 slightly faster on the left side. Full Firestorm build from the Diablo. We do have the Super Strain for the Stukov. Maybe see top off level 20. Could be Controlled Chaos. Zul'jin goes wrong place, wrong time. As the Boars are going to flank in, the Disintegrate from the Li Ming. Tyrael jumps to the back line to try and take down Dino on the right side of your screen. Go for the throw from the Greyman and Serdav. It did use the Guillotine. That's going to be Tyrael taken down. Li Ming getting reset after reset, blinking away. Dehaka almost taken down by Tyrael trait. That is an unfortunate, once again, the Immortal won by the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, and they're unable to really siege in with it. They do get the fort, but they may lose their keep in bottom lane. Nisha will probably tank tower shots. Alrighty. Roderick reforging, by the way, level 16 for the Tyrael. Li Ming is going to reset for full mana. And Exodia, they've got a good trajectory for a map number 2 victory, which would make it a 1-1 score in the best of 7 grand finals. Okay. Do we get a Buzzsaw level 20? I'm assuming this game goes to 20. I wonder if we do get a Buzzsaw, because that'd be kind of funny. What? I mean, you could go into Forest Medicine. Surprise for you is an option as well. You might actually see Surprise for you. A lot of grouped up fights. Bye-bye, DK. So long, King Bowser, as Diablo has full death timer, only 41 souls for him available. And the Immortal spawning in 12 seconds. That is an unfortunate death of Diablo with no souls, no buyback. Immortals will go on to defensive sides. You can already see Greymane, Kharazim, and Arthas setting up for this. Li Ming coming in with some poke damage as well. Howling Blast lands on the Zul'jin. Diablo still 17 seconds on that death timer. Magic Missiles poke in. Arcane Orb zone on the left-hand side. Tyrael's just kind of hovering around, quite literally, in his Gundam form, but this is your Diablo about to respawn as well. I don't think they saved this, though. It's going to be real difficult for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Actually, with the camp being grabbed, Diablo's going to get a quick wave clear in top. Actually, it looks like he's going to give that up, and they're going to try and ensnare onto the Arthas. He lands a Howling Blast, Disintegrate from Li Ming. Serdav is very low. The Boar's unleashed by the Rexar. We do currently have Tyrael in the backline jumping in and out with the Eldritch Smite. The 7/7 strike does not get much value. The Guillotine completely misses. Lightning Breath from Diablo trying to cook up the enemies. The Judgment from Tyrael comes out a little too late. And same thing. Wait, hold on. Dehaka low. Tyrael will take him down. Now Porky trying to back out of here. Good damage from the Zul'jin chasing him, but was not able to sustain that chase. Li Ming is zoned by the Diablo. And holy heck right now, Tyrael is going to zone back the Kharazim. We do have that Fallen Shaman pushing up onto the keep in top lane. Zul'jin's working on objective. The allies are currently zoning around their ally Immortal. But I think they're giving keep for this. I think they're definitely going to be giving keep in this moment. Arthas and Li Ming rotating in, and Zul'jin just does not have a lot of damage here. Kharazim with his punches coming through. There's going to be a lot of healing out onto the Zul'jin. He's going to answer back with a few auto attacks of his own. The top lane keep is still falling on the left-hand side. Zul'jin Guillotine takes down the Arthas, and we're going straight into race, but there's no... Yeah. Diablo and Tyrael will defend. Zul'jin goes back into the race. If they win this, that'll be crazy. They're losing a keep for this Immortal. Immortal if won by the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins does go into top lane. Li Ming with a Disintegrate on the left-hand side, trying to get the last little bit of damage. Zul'jin's getting close. It's a very close race. Misha's thrown in. Judgment onto Li Ming on the left-hand side. There's going to be such a close race right now. Flailing Switch with the Stukov. Zul'jin goes down to the Kharazim below. Oh my god, Exodia get it. Azu feigns death, but I think he's delaying out the inevitable as Misha goes down. Azu falls as well. Catapults on core, but the minion will take care of that. That is so unfortunate that Kharazim was able to take down the Zul'jin, and they lose the Immortal. Such a close moment there. For this Immortal, I don't know how much value it's going to find. I mean, Greymane's currently working on a wave. Kharazim is... I don't expect him to be trying to push in with the Immortal. Some damage onto the keep for sure, but especially without Zul'jin here, there's not a lot of auto attack damage otherwise. 20s are here on the right side. We do have Greymane going into Tooth and Claw. He also picked up the Alpha Killer. We have Fists of Legend for the Karazim. We don't see this very often. Usually like Epiphany or the Transgression for the 11-sided strike. Arthas is going to pick up the Army of the Dead upgrade, the Legion of Northrend, another one we don't see very often. 3 additional ghouls are created. Ghouls deal 50% more damage and heal for an additional 50% and last 5 seconds longer. Ensnare from Zul'jin. Hellgate from Diablo, level 20. Nano Infusion, Super Strain top off, 16-20 combo. It is Buzzsaw on the Zul'jin, by the way. Tyrael with the Angel of Justice, and I think I mentioned the Hellgate from Diablo. Alright, and Li Ming, by the way, the one I missed is Tao Rosh's Elements, and Kill Command for the Rexar. I don't think I mentioned that one either. Next Immortal phase should be very, very soon. Yo, it's a Fire Trooper. I love Karazim, especially on this map. I think this is one of those maps where I'd love to see more Karazim. I feel like his kit, his playstyle really works out with the map, and you can definitely you can draft multiple different composition styles with that as well. It doesn't need to be a dive draft. Also, Arthas on this map is super good too. We're seeing more Arthas, obviously, because of the Meta Madness restricted heroes and stuff like that. But I think Arthas is another underrated tank. He's got such a good kit. He's got so much utility. He's got different build paths as well. But either way, let's go ahead and see what ends up happening. 13 to 12 in kills, 20 up on both sides. A little bit of scaling might come through in favor of Exodia, that 4% increase at level 21. But the Immortals are in the north-south positioning. Zul'jin already dropping his health. Arcanite Axes the Twin Cleave coming through. And a good chunk of damage on that Immortal. Howling Blast lands onto Zul'jin. He'll get the soft cleanse from his... Oh, actually, he did not go for the cleanse at level 4. That was the Purifying Dart from the Ana, level 13. Zul'jin going into the Amani Hide. Lower the cooldown of Amani Rage by 10 seconds and gain 15 armor while regenerating health from it. Top lane, Zul'jin needs to go manage this lane. He's going to clear out the catapults. He will be able to clear out the Fallen Shaman. But that is going to give Dino and Dequaza green light to start racing here on the right side. Now, of course, with Zul'jin retreating and Diablo coming in, the Immortal Stone is going to be really good. The Guillotine comes through, the Buzzsaw. Judgment from Tyrael, the Lightning Breath is there as well on the left-hand side. This Karazim and Rexar are trying to find the counterplay. Misha goes down, 23-second death timer on her. Feign death from Hanzo up to avoid the Hellgate. Shadow Charge does connect. The Ensnare misses the 7-sided strike, but there's so many enemies in this. There's not a lot of damage coming through on that one from Yasuo. I can't believe it, he lives. Ensnare does find your Rexar. Huge damage onto Hazu, and Tyrael dives in for the kill. Guillotine, Buzzsaw may have gotten it either way, but this is looking like the first half of the Immortal won by the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with a very good late-game fight, taking down Rexar. 53 seconds on his death timer. Diablo full on souls, 50 baseline stacks for your Zul'jin, 53 on his level 4, 7 Wizened Duelist on the Greymane, and looks like Tyrael will throw an Aldruin's in. He'll quickly... Oh, he's also got Sword of Justice level 13, so he can teleport back. Minions will clear that out. Zul'jin going straight for the race. Li Ming and Arthas are trying to do the same thing. Diablo, this is a little risky here. 7-sided strike. DK needs to back away. It will be able to do so. A lot of damage coming in from Yasuo. Nano's here as well. Air Ally put down on the ground. But this is Immortal going into top lane in favor of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, and they'll finally have some alleviation from this constant catapult pressure. They should, in theory, at 22 minutes with this Immortal, take down the top lane fort. And if you're curious about Immortal stats, oh, I got you, chat. 29,000 points of health, 11,000 points of shielding, 2,108 damage into structures. And as I said, wait a minute, look at the minimap. Big old flank, but Tyrael discovers it. I mean, this flank has been pretty common from Exodia, so it's kind of expected this time. Tyrael, Ana, Stukov, Diablo, all kind of zoning and anchoring so Zul'jin can push up in the lane. Zul'jin's going to double check the flank. Nice call. Axes don't get any hit onto the keep gate there. Banana's going to hearth out. No, they're not going to. Okay. I was like, Banana's full. What are we doing? Shadow Charge onto Misha. She'll start backing away. The Ensnare lands onto her. The Guillotine comes through, and Misha does go down. Aldruin's Might thrown in by the Tyrael. Dequaza low, Razor Swiping to the side. Immortal will be cleared away. The keep is going to be down below 50%. More's unleashed with the kill command, but it was already the retreat called for, so this is not going to find any value. And I'm assuming it's going to be a top lane camp to be grabbed. Left side, 5 seconds. Right side, 37. Bottom lane camp available. A 26 kill total game, 2 kill advantage over the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with 14 to 12. And left side, uh-oh, pause. Can I send you my investment guide for people who work for the government? I feel like you should not be sending that to anybody, forget what. I feel like that is, well, anyone who isn't working for the government. I mean, sure, hostile, sure. Also, it doesn't have to be horny, just saying. It could be a fanfic where Bandit and I go on a hike and eat a burrito. You know, it can be just that simple. All right, so we're back in the mix. We're back into the game. Thank you for your patience in the small little DC that Porky had, but everyone is here ready to go. And the next Immortal phase will be spawning in the east-west positioning, defensive sides for both. It's 15 pages of generic investing advice, but what does that have to do with Bahamut? I mean, maybe if you edited it to be like a Bahamut's investing adventure. Maybe, I guess, but yeah, I don't know about that one.
I will deliver this realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
Alright, so Immortal phase is here. I believe this is the 6th of the game. Might be 5th or 6th. Let's pull away the talents really quickly. And Snare goes out from the Zuljin, disconnecting on Kamisha. Diablo Shadow charges in. Li Ming, Arcane Orbs, and Magic Missiles flying in onto the left-hand side, poking. Zuljin will be seen in top lane. And as I always say, it's the green light to go in. Try and get some Immortal damage while they are lacking defending members. Ruby! Fair point, forget what. Fair point, bud. Alright, well, Diablo is going to activate a Fire Stomp. Nano Boost to Zuljin! He dropped his health down, and Greymane saw the opportunity to go in for the throat, and that is going to be Reset City. I think this might just be GG's in this moment. Lightning Breath from Diablo, going to try and take down Dehaka. Has to Hellgate to the side. Diablo still wants the Greymane. Is he going to be able to find the angle for it? No. Wait a minute. DK, yeah. They're going in for core, and I think this is going to be GG. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Murky Mains and Silly Samuros, we have got ourselves a 1-1 score in the best of 7 grand finals. Not a one-sided series, as 26 minutes plus, we see map number 2 completed. What level 20 did Greymane get? He got the Tooth and Claw. No, Tooth and Claw, right? Yeah, because Alpha Killer was 16, and then his Tooth and Claw 20. We've been seeing a lot more Tooth and Claw and stuff like that, as well as we've been seeing more Wizened Duelist, as well as Unfettered Assault in the last, I'd say, 6 months of Greymane play. So yeah, we've been seeing, let's see here, so the level 1 and 4, I mean, the Viciousness is like almost always grabbed. Thick Skin, Eyes in the Dark, we have been seeing a little bit more Insatiable, but Wizened Duelist, I often, if I see Wizened Duelist, and then I also see Unfettered Assault, typically it's going to be the Alpha Killer with the Tooth and Claw. It's not like, oh, you get Wizened Duelist and Unfettered Assault, it's guaranteed to have these. You can also see Lord of his Pack at level 16. But Tooth and Claw has been seeing a lot more play. Worgen basic attacks cleave for 100% of the damage, increase Razor Swipe damage by 100%. It's a very fun build if you have not tried it out, but yeah, that's going to be map number 2 in the books. Exodia with a 1 score, Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with a 1 score as well. Let's find out where we're going to for the next map and run some ads. Everybody. Welcome back, everyone, into our map number 3. We're heading into Praxis Holdout. And on the left-hand side, it's going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. On the right side is Exodia. And we have got, at this point, 38 heroes unavailable. 18 from the restricted heroes as Ashman... Sorry, excuse me. Breathing and drinking too much tea. We have 18 heroes banned away, as Ashmantle pointed out during the tournament restrictions. And then every hero that's picked and played is unavailable for the future maps of this Best of 7 series. Bans at the top of the screen do not carry over. So, as I said, at the start of this draft, there's 38 heroes unavailable. Bans kind of limit that to 42 as we start the draft. There's 90 heroes in total of for Heroes of the Storm. 90 total potential heroes, and that list is getting smaller and smaller and smaller as we get through this Best of 7 series. Thrall, Chen, Samuro, and what will be banned away? Rexar's been played already. Rexar's really good for the solo lane on this map. You could consider an Artanis. I think Urella's already been played as well. D.Va I don't think is too bad for the top lane as well, but I think D.Va was played in map 1. So we had back-to-back Tomb games, and they're kind of blending together. I don't think D.Va's been played in this series. I think D.Va was played at the end of the last series, the first series of the day, but the Alarak will be removed, which I really do like as well. His control on this objective area is really strong, but Gul'dan is one of my favorites for this map. Good wave clear, good shrine poke, good Zerg wave clear as well, and potential siege on top of that. You have to look for sure. Yeah, just literally, like, look up Emerald Bay. If you want to look up more of it, Emerald Bay Lake Tahoe is amazing. Also, for those that don't know, The Godfather was filmed here. The Godfather house is here still. It loses money, but, yeah. There was a point where, like, you could be, like, a 1/64th owner. You couldn't live in it. You couldn't go into it, but you could be a 1/64th owner of it. Because that thing is, from my understanding, it is a bit of a money sink here in our town. Deckard and Medivh will be the first two pickups here. First Medivh we're seeing today. I love the Deckard a lot. Stay well and listen. Lornado could be a pickup too for control around the objective area. I do like a Tyrande as well. For Huntress Mark, you've got Lunar Flare, ETC control, Power Slide, Lunar Flare, Power Slide. However you want to do the combination. I like that quite a bit. Celestial 2-minute level 16 is a massive cleanse for the Tyrande as well. What do you think about that, Bandit? He's licking his chops. That's his answer. Probably a solo laner ban here. I feel like something in the solo would not be a bad idea. Limit that pool a little bit. Unless there's a target ban that they... Yeah, there's the Malfurion. That makes sense. Is it going to be a main tank Medivh? I don't think so. Maybe get rid of something. Muradin hasn't been played in the series yet? I could see a Muradin ban. Stormbolt's really nice into all of this. His Thunderclap to follow up sort of Stormbolt into Dwarf Toss sort of thing. You know, I didn't want to say anything, but I was just hoping that maybe we'd get a Cho'Gall here. I need to remember to wait for the bet for the owl. But just don't forget to miss the bet. You okay, bud? Alright, Bandit, bud? Just had we had a little cough. So with the Deckard Medivh, I still like the Muradin. Artanis will be grabbed. Okay. The members of Exodia want to win the map with only 4 characters, apparently. Gul'dan. I mean, no, Phoenix sustained damage is fine. It's probably going to be Planet Cracker for clearing the Zerg wave. A 2-minute cooldown to clear the Zerg wave. Last 2 picks on the left side. Gonna need a solo lane. I don't think it's hyper carry Gul'dan. I think it's like something sustained damage, like Raynor maybe, and then something solid in the solo lane. Oh wow! I was not expecting a Kira. I like the Zul a lot though. I like the Zul a ton. Zul Siege, wave clear, amplification of potential objective phase is nice. Muradin was in game 1, thank you so much. I honestly, it all blends together today, so thank you, I appreciate that. I'm glad to see Braxis again. Yep. Main tank, probably? So it's main tank Medivh. Zarya as a secondary, well, I guess it's more of a support. Deckard as your healer. Artanis for the solo lane into, I assume, Zul? Though I feel like Kira into Artanis might be a good time for Kira. I'm not sure. Well, let's get into the game and find out together. Alright. Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. I think I got the mute in time.
Facility powering up.
We're about to begin.
Oh, thank you very much, Thunderhawk. I appreciate the kind words. Alright, on the right-hand side is going to be Exodia. We have Dayquaza with the Artanis, Yasu on the Deckard, Hazua Zarya, Dino Phoenix, and Porky on the
Systems on
Medivh.
10 seconds.
Left side of the map is going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Thank you, Shy. I appreciate that.
5.
We do have Gaflo on
2,
that.
1.
The Kira. That's going to be
Access
Surdeth,
granted.
Zool, a DK, ETC, Banana will be your Tyrande, and Nano on that Gul'dan. Any Sentinels here? I missed the Sentinel. I completely missed it. I apologize. It was on cooldown. I didn't even see it go across the map. Well, chat, you're going to have to be the ones to catch that one, because I completely missed it. I was looking over at chat for 2 seconds, and I think I missed the Sentinel, but Dayquaza in top lane did not miss that one. Will be going down. Oh, wonderful, Shy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just went with the first word that I could recognize in the name. Alrighty, let's see. Level 1 is going to be Arsenal Synergy for this Phoenix. We will see the Sapphire for the Deckard Cain. Amateur opponent on your Artanis. We do have also Together We're Strong and Pursuit of Vengeance for the Medivh. Gul'dan is going to go Pursuit of Flame, Lunar Blaze, Tyrande. It is a... I always blank on this one. Carnage. Maximum Effort. There it is. Maximum Effort for the Carnage. Shade for the Zool, by the way, or Shackler, while Bone Armor's active and nearby enemies are slowed by 35% for 1 second. Basic attacks against heroes that are stunned, rooted, or slowed reduce the cooldown of Bone Armor by 2 seconds. And ETC will go into Blanc Party. Phase Prism swaps DK, who power slides back in, but Dayquaza still had the Unstoppable active. Speaking of the members of Exodia, they invade this camp, and Gul'dan will lose any stackage he had of his Pursuit of Flame. It has been changed about a patch or so, week or so ago. Pursuit of Flame. If you do not finish the quest and die, or if the quest is incompleted and you die, you lose all your stackage. Kind of like Convection or Medivh with his baseline stackage, but a very quick early game siege onto the top lane fort. Bottom lane is pushed in, but this is nearly the fort taken down. 50% remains. I was gonna say, does my channel have CC closed captioning on it? I think most Twitch streams automatically do, don't they? It's a setting you can turn off and on, but I think it just listens to what I'm saying and it tries to get it right. So some of the words may not be very correct right there. Power slide into a Vault of the Wardens allows the Medivh to back away. The Huntress Mark does apply to her as well. Level 4 with the Illusions chosen on that ETC still, that little moon applied. We do have a Zerg wave building up on the right-hand side for Exodia as a Evolving Sweep is once again mitigated by the Vault of the Wardens. Porky stepping up, Pulse Bomb's going out, DK goes down, the ETC is going to be cooked up as Reformed Porky looks to back away from Gaflo, and that'll be Kira taken down. Phoenix will be able to get a few potions. Artanis runs down the Zool in top lane, apologies, and that Zerg wave continues to build up in favor of Exodia. Not available for this content? Oh, I'll have to look into it then. I'll figure out a way to turn on closed captioning on my stream. That's beneficial to people. I thought that it was automatically on. I don't check these things. I'm sure it's an easy switch on my end. Zerg wave is massive in the bottom lane. That's going to be a number bind pulling people back in. Big scroll of ceiling from Deckard Cain, and that is Gul'dan losing stacks again. Tyrande falls. Medivh may go down, but that is humongous for the side of Exodia as Phoenix has to use his warp to back away. Zul trying to clear things out. Artanis trying his best to defend up against the Kira in top lane. Phase bombs going out, but Dino's unable to chase in further. Guardians do outrange structures and are getting rapid damage in this bottom lane fort. The minion wave inspired. And Guardians, by the way, do have Bile Drop. So they do have that sort of, not sort of, they have the summoning of a Hydralisk and 2 Lings, if I remember correctly, on the Bile Drop. That's a power slide onto Phoenix, but Phoenix is just going to kind of crab around here. Zul gets a Bone Prison onto the Huntress marked Hazuabs. Particle grenades going out. Kira does manage to get a kill onto the Artanis in top lane, but Gaflo. Sentinel thrown from bottom lands onto Porky. Fan of Knives go out. There's a warp in from Dino that gets the kill. Gaflo dies, right? Wait. Gaflo doesn't die. Warp out from Dino. Power Slide does not catch the crab. Fan of Knives. Is there a vault of the wardens to avoid the Bone Prison of Zul? Absolutely. Phoenix goes down. Kira to be traded. Gul'dan loses his level 1 stacks for a 3rd time as the bloodbath of Brax's holdout continues here. Power Slide from ETC onto Yasu. And now Medivh looks to back away. The Upper Bind expires. What's up, Captain Damage? Good morning, bud. Or afternoon or evening, wherever your time zone may be, but it's still 11 a.m. for me. Stark! Sorry, that was funny. I don't know why that cracked me up so much. Alright, Archangel will be grabbed here by Exodia, and it seems that the consolation prize is for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins is the camp, but it's going to be invaded once again! We didn't talk about heroics yet because they are picked up on the right-hand side for Exodia. Containment just goes out. Serdath trying to back away on the Zul, and he does get run down. No Planet Cracker, by the way. It's going to be Purification Salvo, Stale While Listen, Suppression Pulse, Expulsion Zone, and Containment Disc, because the Archangel has Annihilation damage onto this fort of top lane. Zerg Wave up in 4 seconds. Can we see the Archangel abilities? I don't think we can. No. I was curious if I could find out. I guess the only way to find out is if someone dies to the ability, because it would show on their death recap. Spirit of Vengeance from Medivh tries to back away, but Tyrande has the... That's a really good mosh pit. Poison Nova from the Zul. The crab dances. Dino tries to back away. The Horrify from Gul'dan activated, and that is going to be Nano trying to drain the health of Dino, who blinks away, but the damage over time takes down Phoenix. Meanwhile, Nano taken out again. Hazuabs gets the kill. He will be traded. My God, it's a 20-kill game in this map number 3, best of 7 series, and Tyrande has a few more autos, but there's a Artanis looming in the bush. He looks like he'll back away. Flare going out. Balloons chosen, applied to Gaff. And this is going to be Medivh holding top lane for the time being. Porky's going to be able to clear out the minion wave. Bit of a lull in the game right now. Twitch extensions or OBS plugins are the best for... Oh, for like subtitles? Yeah, but the big thing is I want the people to have the ability to turn it on and off. I know not everyone likes subtitles. Because there are some streams that like I've raided into where they have permanent subtitles, and I'm not a big fan of it. I understand it, but I mean, like, you know, that's kind of my gripe. I wish it would be a thing where it works good and people can turn it off and on as they need. Power slide from ETC, Upward Bind pulls him back in. Expulsion Zone blocks DK from backing away. The Horrify's the answer from Gul'dan. Shadowstalk from the Tyrande activated, and that'll be ETC taken down. Containment Disc onto the Zul. The final strike from Kira activated as well. Gaflo cannot take them down. Phoenix, salvo goes out. Dino damage over time applied. Gets a globe, and that will be enough to be able to live here. Umborbine pulls Tyrande back in. Zul gets the last... Or sorry, Zul will be taken down as well. And Kira's dead. There's no way to retreat from this in the path. They're literally cornering themselves. So, Zerg Wave building up in top lane, and the Keep Gate member was weakened by that Archangel earlier on. This is looking pretty promising for the side of Exodia, map number 3 of this best of 7. Containment disc on ETC. But no follow-up onto him. Okay. All right, wave is pushed up.
Scores of Zerg are inbound on our base. Exterminate them immediately.
Let's see, let's see. Spirit of Vengeance into Umbral Bind. Lunar Flare, Ancient Blessings, Horrified from the Gul'dan, pushing people back to stay while and listen. Trying to create space for Dehaka, waking the enemies up, but will not be taken down. The Zerg Wave now arriving at this keep. Guardians are still firing in. The 3 Ultralisks are going to be cleared away. The Guardians also mitigated. The Containment Disc misses. Sentinel will not connect, and not as much as Siege as I anticipated from Exodia there.
Oh, thank goodness. We live another day.
Bind, pulling people around. Haraja Cube with the Emerald applied as you saw that green flash for a moment. Zool with some nice cleaves coming out as well. Let's pull back up our talents here. I think they've been down for a little bit because we had a big old Zerg Siege. Umbra Bind to pull DK back. Spirit of Vengeance thrown in, but that's a mosh pit onto 2 members. No interrupt. The final strike from Kira coming through. The Purification Salvo tickles the health bars of the enemy. ETC will be taken down by the Artanis, and this right side camp will be picked up by Exodia. Gaflo trying to back away. Boss is going to be tagged, and with the ETC dead for 20 seconds, Sentinel will scout the enemies. It does seem like Exodia will get a secondary Archangel. Now, the Archangel should operate the same way that the Immortals on Battlefield work, where it goes to the more well-defended lane. I have seen it not do that. It's an extremely rare occurrence, but it is going to be going into bottom lane since the Keep Gate is still available, and there's no Keep Gate in top lane, and there's a decent amount of damage on said structure. Stay a while finds a bunch of enemies here. Power sliding from ETC. There's a Shadow Stalk from the Tyrande. The Explosion Zone will be coming out. That is going to be a Haradric Cube with the Sapphire applied. Reformed is so low. Porky almost taken down by the final strike Containment Disc. The Healing Potion comes through. There's going to be actually the Barrier is what came through in time. The Potion missed. But Archangel pushing into bottom lane. We do have the Zerg beacons opening up. Blade Dash, the Phase Prism misses onto Nano as Gul'dan looks to back away with Fell Flames thrown onto the enemies. We do have DK trying to get away from this sustained damage of Phoenix. Archangel Annihilation Shot coming through. Maiev looking for Fan of Knife, resets onto the enemy, pops the Vault of the Wardens and backs off. Another Sapphire. And Haraja Cube landing onto the enemies. And this is your Zerg beacons opening up the 3rd one of this map, number 3. Containment. Oh, sorry, not containment. There actually is a containment disc, but there is a bone prison right there. Nice expulsion zone interrupting the mosh pit. Maiev does go down. Gul'dan is done with his pursuit of flame. Level 1. Maybe he'll get rampant hellfire very soon after a multitude of kills are coming through in favor of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Banana so very low. The Blade Dash takes down the Tyrande as Yasu will fall as well. It's a 1 for 3. 2 for 3. DK is low. Power slide on to Dehaka. Face melt as well. Dehaka blade dash through the enemies trying to get it straight to trigger, and it does trigger in time. Bone Prison revolving sweep. And that is going to be Artanis getting a potion at the last second. Kira goes in with the grapple hook. Another carnage into Dehaka. The Phantom Strike interrupted by the Phase Prism. And that is going to be everyone's favorite country, Finland! Dehaka guarantees the keep in bottom lane. Zarya looking for channel for both Zerg waves. The big thing to mention is that Zerg Pen is building up for Exodia in bottom lane. So Artanis taking down this keep. This could be a GG push for Exodia, and they may pull ahead in this best of 7 grand finals. Woo! God, I gotta catch my breath. Alright. 2-level difference, a 33 kill game. Containment just finds its way onto Gul'dan. No step up into him. Stay a while, captures the edge of Zul, but he will be woken up. That is actually the Celestial Attunement. Light of a Loon removes stun, silence, slows from its target. Oof. Yeah, Quickened Blessing, that's right. Blade Dash. Meets a face melt. Umbra Bind to pull people around. Lunar Flare lands onto this. Medivh, the Horrified from Gul'dan, pushes people around, and Medivh gets instantly deleted. Purification Salvo from Phoenix does relatively nothing. Mosh Pit from ETC interrupted by a Phase Prism. And Zerg Wave currently stalled out at 84%. Dino's going to try and get some channel here on top. Unfortunately, Surdath, the Zul, is able to get this bottom. So traded beacons. Power Slide, Lunar Flare, Huntress Mark maybe. Applied to this Phoenix as he looks to back away. Grapple Hook from Kira at max range. Finds Dino. A Power Slide from DK. Daquaza does go down. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, there are 3 Cyclones, or Catapults, if you will, on the core. They do fixate onto structures. They're going to break the shielding, or weaken the shielding, but Zul's already here. He'll make Swiss cheese of these. He is full blue build, well, except for his level 10, but he does have full Curse Strike build. 4, 7, 13, 16. I'm curious what his level 20 is going to be, as Yasuo is going to Hearth out here on the left-hand side of the map. Zerg Wave built up again on the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, and ETC tags the boss. Right side camp is also going to be grabbed. Alright, so there's no invade. Thought Zarya might have an expulsion zone to use right there, but still no Artanis for 19, no Phoenix for 10. Archangel, while it's being worked on, that does give the opportunity for Exodia to start poking at the Zerg Wave incoming. Zul makes real fast work of bottom. Oh, actually, sir, you gotta be careful of those Banelings. The best unit in StarCraft 2, obviously. I love how I went from my love of Mutalisks to my love of Banelings to my love of Space Cows. I do love some Ultralisks. I do love playing Ultralisks. But they're just so super late game when I played StarCraft 2 ranked. Either way, this is going to be... Raven over here is getting outranging structure, so it's getting a few of those bombs into the lane. Archangel's here. The keep gate took a little bit of damage. The top fort has been taken down. The members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, they're making a case for this to be their map number 3, but it's 20 talents here on the right side with, is that Unconquered Spirit? It is indeed, okay. Unconquered Spirit for your Phoenix. You will see Respect the Elderly on Deckard Cain. Unyielding Defender for the Zarya, Orbital Bombardment on the Artanis, and that is going to be Shadow Orb, Shadow Strike for the Medivh. As Archangel and Minion, or sorry, there's one little fire bat right there. Hellbat. I always mix those two up. Actually, there's 2. Those do reduce armor of structures, but Artanis is going to be down here. He'll clear out all this. Shouldn't be a big deal. Big thing to mention is that the Zerg objective is a pretty low cooldown from when the Zerg wave is cleared out. So we should be hearing another Zerg announcement in just a few moments here. The big thing for Gul'dan, though, as I mentioned, at level 16, that Rampant Hellfire, I mean, plus 60%. Huge. All right. Phoenix up here in the high side of the lane. Hellbat's pushing in. Working on to this keep here as the next Zerg wave for the red team, Exodia, will be in the top lane. Lunar Flare finds his way onto Medivh. There's a final strike from Kira to push back the wave and the enemies. Containment just finds its way into DK, but Porky will not step up further.
Beacons are recharging, and the Zerg are growing agitated.
Well, at 22 seconds on the objective channel, no camps to grab. Waves are mostly pushed out in favor of Exodia, and 20 Shooting Star. Oh, is that Utility Belt? It is Utility Belt, Shooting Star. You got your Haunt Gul'dan. It is Adriel's Visage on this Zul, and ETC is Power of the Horde.
The beacons are now online.
North beacon held by the side of Exodia. Deckard spreading potions all around. South side beacon held by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. 20's up on both sides. That Haunt Gul'dan's a big one. I mean, minus 20 armor, 1 second extra duration, so it's a 4-second fear duration. Oh boy, oh boy. Zul clears out that wave on the top left of your screen. Sentinel from Tyrande scouting. Kira grapple hook into the bush. Flames poking out from Gul'dan as well. Zul gets another wave cleared out on top. Phase Prism from Artanis attempted. Deckard was sneaking out of top lane. I think he was maybe going to try and get bottom as he spreads so many potions here, but going to stick around as 5. ETC pulled in by the Umbral Bind, or at least he's still walking in because of said Umbral Bind. We do have ETC on the point right now. And they get it if that's a containment disc. Phase Prism almost hits onto Nano. Expulsion Zone pushes ETC to the side. Kira in a flank position onto Yasuo. Grapple hook immediately. Shadow Stalk activated by the Tyrande. Suppression Pulse comes out from the Artanis. There is going to be a Purification Sabos. Dino is so very low. Blinks to the side. I believe he's still got Unconquered Spirit. A Stay a While and Listen interrupted by ETC as he gets the mosh pit afterwards. Porky trying to back away. Vault of the Wardens mitigates some of the damage over time from Gul'dan, and the barrier from Zarya will be what they need. But this is Zergway building up really nice for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Another revolving sweep. Unconquered Spirit triggers immediately, and Phoenix is taken down. Zerg wave for bottom. Boss is off cooldown. I think it literally just came off cooldown seconds ago. With Zarya, Medivh as the last 2 defenders. Archangel. Zul's gonna go. I like this safe call. I really like this safe call right now. Make sure that there's no catapults on your core. They're 21-minute catapults. They hurt. But this is going to be a Goliath and Raven camp, or Bruiser camp pushing up in bottom. Archangel's almost here. We've got the Zerg wave as well. Final strike from Kira lands onto Porky. He gets the Vault of the Wardens to back away. And this may be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins taking us into a map number 4 with a 2-1 score. 19 seconds on Phoenix. The absolute monumental defense needs to come out from Exodia here. We'll see if they can do it. Archangel, by the way, going to top lane. Not bolstered into the bottom with the Zerg wave. Shielding is already broken. Horrified pushes Porky and Yasuo away. Shielding going down. Artanis is the one to be picked off first. Medivh goes down as well. Salvo from the Phoenix will be activated, but that is going to be a map number 3 to the side of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. And they take the advantage here in the best of 7 grand finals in our final Meta Madness of 2025. .42 kill game, 21-21. What a series we got, everybody. What a awesome series we got. But now's the time. We're going to go ahead and roll some ads out if you have the availability of a Prime Gaming, or if you'd like to start a Tier 1 sub, if you'd like to support the channel. Every little bit helps us out a ton. We do stream 6 days a week. We got a lot of fun content on this channel. We do a lot of Heroes of Storm tournaments. Hopefully in the year of 2026, we'll be doing some other stuff. But the big thing for 2026 is we are hoping and praying that Blizzard notices that we are the best option for BlizzCon 2026 casting. I mean, Blizzard already knows that. They're just writing up the email. I'm sure of it. Alrighty, everybody, we are back into it. Just give me a second here so I can get myself adjusted and get us a Garden of Terror Twitch prediction going. Alrighty, sorry, I am back. Took me a little bit longer to run to the bathroom and grab a glass of water, but we are here. We got liquids. We are ready to go into map number 4 in this best of 7 grand finals. Left side is going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, and the right side is going to be Exodia. The Garden of Terror will be the map choice coming out from Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, as the winning team of the losing team of Exodia opted in for first pick priority. So Garden of Terror, we still have 2, 4, 6, 8 maps available in the pool, so more maps obviously than it is going to be more maps available in the pool than we will see played, obviously, even if we go to max games, which, hey, fingers crossed we go to max games today. I really want to see what Game 7 has to bring to the table, but Exodia, they're the ones who need to kind of equalize here, and effectively, if Exodia wins right here, it becomes a best of 3. But either way, Thrall and Abathur will be banned away on the left-hand side. Samuro and Cho, which technically counts as 2 bans because you get Cho'Gall. So technically we have 5 heroes banned away at the top. And it'll be a first pick Kerrigan for Garden of Terror on the right-hand side of Exodia. I can't find the Twitch base when I see the cog info. Use an extension, install a oh, so I probably have to install something else. Okay. So it looks like I have to install like another thing on top of that. Okay, I'll look into it because I think that'd be beneficial for some people.
Let the Inquisition commence.
I feel like some people would appreciate the closed captioning, and then those that don't like it can turn it off. I think it'd be more of a help than a hindrance. All right. But thank you all for the help. I appreciate that greatly. Let's focus in on to Garden of Terror, this map number 4, and let's see. The Kerrigan was the first pick on the right side with a Lily and
Where will we end up this time?
Lily, Kerrigan, and Vikings? What is this? Oh man. Okay. All right. What is the start of this draft? Zeratul up, Butcher's up. I'm trying to think of like characters that can just run down the Vikings and stuff like that. Zeratul and Butcher are often the ones that you see kind of to chase down the Vikings. Is there anyone else that you often see? Varian to be banned away. No Charge Taunt. No Shatter Throw. This is Illidan to be banned away. That's the other one. I was like, I know I'm missing. You know who else works? Valera, Illidan, Zeratul, Butcher. Come on. Give me a Zeratul. Give me a Valera. Give me a Butcher. Come on, give me one of those. It's number 4 in the top row under extensions in your dashboard. Thank you, Shy. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you for the assistance. Thank you. All right, Probius. Probius will be grabbed by Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. There's the Zeratul as well. What is this? What is the start of this draft? They still need a main tank. The CC is kind of lacking. Muradin's already been played. Mal'Ganis is up, I think. May is up.
Anytime you're ready. I must feed.
I don't like this draft on the right side, but it is a Hazu Viking, so there is that. Nubarak, Whitemane, Probius, Zeratul. Bro, just take the Butcher. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, you know you want to take Butcher. You know you want this Butcher. You know it.
I bring pandemonium.
I thought he was already played, but I guess he's not. All right, well, it's a big old panda to round out the draft for the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. No Butcher, but here's the thing. We are guaranteed one more map after this. We are still guaranteed one more map after this because you have to win by 4. And it's currently 2-1. So let's get into it, everyone. This is exciting stuff. Thank you all so much for joining me on today's Grand Finals. There's a lot of places you can be watching content on Twitch. There's a lot of places you can be watching Heroes of the Storm. Thank you for choosing our cozy corner of the internet. And thank you for lurking, chatting, all that good stuff. But get your gambles in. Get your Twitch predictions in. And if you're like, but my country doesn't let me gamble, +0 and -0 are important distinctions. Yo, what's up, E-Bag? Good to see you, bud. Happy Sunday, my friend. Hopefully, everything's treating you well as we get into Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins roster with a holy Jesus, that's a lot of subs. Alerts apparently optional. Nano's gonna be your Probius. Let me just go through this way. There we go. Anubrak, played by a DK. You got Sirdath and the Zeratul, Nano, Probius, Gaflo, Chen, Banana, Whitemane for the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Exodia on the right side is gonna be having the Lost Vikings, played by Dequaza, Yasu Lili, Dino Kerrigan, Porky on Mal'Ganis, and Hazuab's Rainer? What?
1. Go on now.
What? Why are alerts breaking? What?
Did you see that, bro?
There we go.
You had him shot as you ran away. A hero. At 1,000 paces.
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Sunday. Ebag, thank you for the 20 tier 1 gifted subs. I appreciate that so very much. Apparently a hype train has started. If you guys would like to take part in the hype train in the middle of this map, it's super duper appreciated. I will do my best to continue casting, but thank you again, Ebag, for the 20 tier 1 gifted subs. Yeah, help us hit our sub goal, which means more hype train alerts, more things to break on Twitch. You love to see it. And if you got a gifted sub from Ebag, be sure to thank them. Thank you again, my friend, for the massive gifted subs. And let's focus on into this the map number 4 in this best of 7 grand finals. Why are all of the alerts breaking today? What did we do?
Once upon a time, deep in the jungle, there was a little engine. He was chugging his way across the enemy line. Chugga, 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 chugga. Choo!
God, why are alerts doing this to me today?
You're just in time.
Ebag, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Empress, thank you for the Prime Gaming. Umber.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
Umber, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that greatly. Thank you everyone for the hype train. That is so very nice of me. It's so very nice of you. Sorry, I read Cav's message. I read because I'm here. Yeah, whoopsie, sorry. Thank you all so very much for the hype train. That's very generous of all of you. Thank you. Wife and I are watching. Cat is sleeping. Humans are loving the finals. Aw, thank you, Yanthor. Good to see you as well, bud. I sent you a message back on Twitch DMs about what you were asking me beforehand. I'm horrible at checking Twitch DMs, so either way. Thank you, Hostile, for your singular biddy as well. I know, right, eBay? That's so nice of me to give myself such a nice hype train. Oh my god. What the hell? Why are alerts literally, like, giga broken? Why are all the alerts breaking? I think the alerts...
Hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
All the broken alerts, dude. I don't think you guys are gonna let me cast this map 4, are you?
Slick is ready to go.
Salty, thank you for the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. Lafasia, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Turba. Thank you all so very much. Insane hype train right now. Thank you everybody so very much for this. Probius in bottom lane has been pushing in. We do have the Viking trying his best to defend against this Hero of Ire. We do have, let's see, mid lane. Let's take stock of things across the map. It looks like there's been a little bit of siege in the fort gate of the mid lane as well. Night Rush when Mal'Ganis comes out, met by an Impale of Anubrak. He does get Night Rush and slept. The top lane gates are looking pretty equal between the two. Zeratul with the Mine Hunter level 1, 13 of the 15 stacks. Chen, Precious Ingredients, 12 of 15. Not Zagara. Your Queen of Blades, the Kerrigan, is going to have 54 on her baseline stack, but a Burrow charge in from DK onto this camp on the right side. Hanzo up so very low will be taken down by the Chen as the Night Rush comes out. Porky's on the point. We do have a Singularity Spike missing, but Porky with the Fell Claws trying to back away. Lily with a couple blinds and a couple heals, but that is going to be Porky taken down by Zeratul. Chat's taking over for game 4. Thank you all so very much. Y'all are insanely generous this weekday everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really can't say it enough. I'm honored that you guys appreciate the work we put in for the casting and the stream, and thank you. Thank you for supporting and being awesome. 10 talent tier is almost here. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, get an idea of what the damage healing experience looks like in this map number 4 in this best of 7 series.
Ow, my balls.
No message. Cav, thank you for the 69 bits. Thank you, Cav. I appreciate that, bud.
Hero slain.
Alright, well, Zeratul will be taken down by the Nexus forces as he was trying to get a play into Dehaka's Viking. I believe the Viking tracker is no longer working correctly, so let me really quickly find you a Viking and check this. It was 15 stacks currently for the Vikings. We'll see if it'll continue tracking correctly after I've selected them. We do have 0 out of 3 Garden Terror seeds on both sides. A bottom lane camp is pushing up by Probius. Garden Terror first seed will always spawn at the bottom of the map. And Yanthor coming through with 5 tier 1 gifted subs, continuing to break all the Twitch alerts today. Yanthor, thank you for the way to go, dude. As Zeratul clears up 1 Viking, Probius gets another in bottom. Play again from the Vikings in the bottom lane as here comes.
Way to go, dude!
Cocoon onto Raynor is going to expire. Kerrigan ravages in. She tries to back away, but Zeratul has the ability to dive onto her. Chen flying kicks in onto the Raynor, and he will fall as well. Yanthor, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. What a chaotic game. You gave a sub to Salty, who gifted 10 subs. You love to see how it all works out like that. As it is Cocoon, Might the Nerazine, Pylon Overcharge, Wandering Keg, and Scarlet Aegis on your white main. Dark Conversion for the Mal'Ganis, Hyperion Raynor, Ultralisk Kerrigan. Jug of 1,000 Cups for the Lily, and play again from the Vikings, as we did see that earlier. But with the multitude of kills, with the rampage that it has been from...
Way to go, dude!
Apparently, I don't get to cast this game. Holy jeez.
See you in Pittsburgh.
Cosmic dance, bursting decadence and withheld permissions, twists all our arms collectively up. If sweetness can win, and it can, and I'll still be here tomorrow to high-five you. Yesterday, my friend. Peace.
Umber, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Hostile, thank you for the 501 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you for summoning the Tart Toter.
Before your enemy.
Good early adventure time right there. Thank you all so very much for this insane hype train in the middle of this game. Y'all are wickedly generous. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make me freaking cry out here. My brain's mush. I am forgetting what's going on. Let's talk about Viking Globes, as they have 22 currently. At least that's what I'm seeing. 104 for the Kerrigan, as Raynor is currently clearing out bottom lane. Kerrigan has not... No, she has not hit her first milestone, because it used to be 75, 125. Now it's 120. No, now it's 85 and 150. So she has hit her first milestone. So I was looking at the damage numbers right there. That was incorrect. So... yeah, the first milestone and the pinnacle reward were increased in the most recent adjustment to Kerrigan. And that's going to be a little bit of... oh, no, Zeratul blinks inside. Okay, I thought he was going to get Night Rush. He actually blinks back, and then... what?
You had him shot as you ran away. A hero. At 1,000 paces.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't remember any of it.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday.
Holy jeez. Salty, thank you for 20 more gifted subs.
See you in Pittsburgh.
A new...
Sucking their souls, stomping on it. Souls.
Oh my god, Jesus, chat.
There is no game, only hype train.
Apparently.
See you in Pittsburgh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's wet, slick, it's ready to go.
Turbo. Where do I even start? Salty, thank you for the 20 gifted subs. The next level of the hype train. Hostile, thank you for the 666 bits. And the next level of the hype train. Desert Jester, thank you for the 100 bits. Turbo, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to the community. As we have missed about a solid 10 minutes of this game. Hazuabs dies. I can't. Holy Jesus, chat. Thank you so very much for this. This is so insane. Mal'Ganis is going to fall as well. Yasu is going to be almost taken down on the right side. Kerrigan caught... that Zeratul is just cleaning up the fight! And Kerrigan falls as well. The Vikings are doing their best to defend here, but minion waves are pushing in through mid. Death timers are still relatively low here at 11 minutes. It is a nearly 3-level lead with a 10-kill advantage on the left-hand side. Minion waves crashing in through bottom. Minion wave crashing in through mid. Holy Jesus, man. Oh my god. Thank you everyone so very much.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Lazy Hydra, good to see you, bud. It was like the one thing I saw between all the alerts. Oh my god, dude. Thank you everyone so very much. This is so insanely generous. Thank you, thank you. My god. Oh god, oh jeez. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, boy. 40 stacks for the Vikings, so the tracker's working currently. Oh, I did see it. I'm seeing definitely double rainbow. Jeez, oh my god. That's so generous, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm like almost at a loss for words at this point. Mal'Ganis is gonna go in for a night rush. There's some Primal Grasp Impaling Blades from the Kerrigan. Nubrek misses the burrow charge on anyone. Raynor trying to back away as we do have bottom lane wave pushed in from that camp. We do have Garden Terror. Could be summoned over to the side of Exodia as the Wandering Keg from Chen will be activated. The Hyperion from the Raynor coming through. We do have Kerrigan popping her Chrysalis. The Flying Kick takes down Mal'Ganis. Banana so very low. Pulled back in by the grasp of this Kerrigan. A Viking will be lost, and so is Kerrigan. Waves are pushing in. Zeratul blinks back. Goes for the baby Eric, and he will fall as well. Vikings play again in the mid lane wave. We have an impale from Nubrek. Jesus, what?
Much love, Chatyala.
Oh my god, Ninja, thank you for the 420 bits. That is so insane. Thank you, bud. Thank you for the support. What is going on? Ebag, thank you for 5 more gifted subs. Thank you for 5 more tier 1 gifted subs. Holy Jesus. 20 talent tier has been picked up during this entire hype train. Lily pops Jugs. Simply DK is on like 10% HP. Wants to back away. Zeratul, he's gonna blink back and Kerrigan ravages in. The catapult is on core. Chen with his elusive brawlers trying to back away. The impale from a Nubrek creates some space. The catapult drops the core down to 70%. And the next Garden Terror Seed available here in the bottom area. Nano clearing out all of the Shamblers as a Nubrek will get the channel. Wandering Keg from Chen zones the enemies back. Oh my god, are you serious with this? Kerrigan is gonna back away right now. We do have Garden Terrors summoned in all 3 lanes in favor of the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. The top lane keep is falling rapidly. And mid lane, Mal'Ganis is gonna get dove onto. Burrow Charge connects as well, and Probius takes him down. This is looking like Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins with a 13 kill advantage, a 2-level lead. Talontier advantage at level 20 are gonna be moving in for the core. What? Garden Terrors on core. Jugs from Lily are activated, and this is map number 5 of the day. Number 4 of the day, going over to the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. They are 1 map away from finding victory here in Meta Madness number 9, but the real victor is gonna be you all. Holy Jesus, that was insane. I can't believe this. It was such an insane hype train, oh my god. Thank you all so very much for this support. That is absolutely wild. Thank you, everyone, so very much for... Ebag, thank you for 20 gifted subs. Empress, thank you for the resub with your Prime for 16 months. Umberwolf, thank you for the 100 bits. Hostile, thank you for the singular bit. Salty, thank you for the 10 tier 1 gifted subs. Lafasia, thank you for the single gifted sub. Cav, thank you for the 69 bits. Yanthor, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Umber, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Hostile, thank you for the 501 bits. Salty, thank you for another 20 gifted subs. Hostile, thank you for another 666 bits. Thank you, Desert Jester, for 100 bits. Turbo, thank you for the gifted sub as well. Ninja, thank you for the 420 bits. Ebag, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Actually, thank you for the 10 gifted subs in total. Holy Jesus, everyone. Thank you so very much for this insane generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am honored and blown away by how nice you all are to me this week, and just thank you. I can't. Oh, like Salty, when he started making the sandwiches, he had like opinions about like the breakfast sandwiches, and he shared them with us, and I agreed with all of them. One of the big ones was like the side they put the butter on the sandwich, which when he explained it to me, I was like, why would they do it any other way? That's weird. But regardless, let's get into it. Infernal Shrines. It could be the final map of the day, everybody. Let's get a Twitch prediction going for all of you. And we have Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins on the left side, Exodia on the right. Cho'Gall will be banned out the gate. We do have an Abathur band as well. It was needed. I'd say most of the people, most of the people were hungover. I did okay, because I'm used to drinking, I'm used to having beers and stuff like that at 6,000. I still was a little wobbly, but yeah, I'll fight people over breakfast sandwiches. Well, I mean, I will too. I love a good breakfast sandwich. Morales will be banned away. We have the Cho banned away. This is going to be your Abathur removed as well. Last note about Hostile's wedding. Literally the night before, a few people, we were all like having beers and stuff, and I was like, hey, we should go for like a small hike tomorrow. And they're like, yeah. And then in the morning, everyone woke up, and I was like, so who's doing the hike? And everyone's like, no. So many people were like, oh, no, last night kicked my ass. I'm not doing the hike. So we ended up just sitting around and just chatting all morning.
Forge a great destiny.
Thrall banned on the right-hand... Thrall picked on the right-hand side. Alex Strauss was banned away as well. We do have a variant for the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. Ruby believes in the Exodia, taking us into a future map number 6. As Malthiel gets grabbed with the variant as well. What healers are even available right now? Morales is banned. I don't think there's any healers available in the pool. Trying to think here. White Main's been played. We've seen Ana. Sonya, Thrall, Lunara all have some sort of self-sustainability in their health pool some way, whether it be talents or baseline abilities. So I feel like that's what's being built up over here. And same thing actually on the left-hand side. I think both teams are literally drafting comps that heal themselves. Kael Dazad may be a good idea. Orphea may be a good idea in this situation. If there's no healers available at all, both of, like, Kael Dazad can go into Phylactery, which has got a really good ability for him to self-heal when he has those 12 regeneration globes. Orphea just baseline has the ability to heal as well with her chaos. So this is definitely both teams building heroes or building comps that have their own self-sustainability. Apologies, sorry, I'm drinking too much water too quickly. I'm all excited about this. Samura will be banned out. Same thing, Windwalk and all of that. Valir will be removed. Her burst ability is really nice and high. You know who else can self-heal? Butcher. Butcher can self-heal at level 1, just saying. Because he can apply the brand. Sonya level 1 Quest or Riot? Sonya level 1 Quest?
Yeah, it's about damn time.
What's Sonya Quest at level 1? I am blanking. I don't think she has a quest at level 1. Does she? Let's see. Varian, Malthiel, Tychus, Alarak. Illidan's up. Yeah, Illidan's up too. Yeah, good point. Illidan has good self-sustainability.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Dr. Nazebo coming through with a Mei as well. This could be Illidan on the left-hand side. Fair salty, yeah. There's the Illidan.
Trick is unending.
From the other day, we had a Tassadar on Sonya and a Tassadar on the other side. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Well, it could be the last map of the day, everybody. Get your gambles in. Let's make it a big one. Let's see. Can Exodia take us into the next map, or is this just going to be a 4-1 victory for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins? We are in the Grand Finals, best of 7 series, so Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins just need to win one map here. We're loading in. You got 5 minutes on the gamble. Here we go. Where's that going? Where's that camera going? Left side of the map is going to be the Gaflo Girthy Gremlins, one map away from finding victory in this Meta Madness Grand Finals final big Heroes of the Storm tournament of the year of 2025. Nano Tychus, Banana on your Alarak, a DK Varian. Gaflo is your... Oh, Illidan and Surdath playing that Malfurion. I actually have to cast the game this time. Exodia on the right side with a Dino. Lunara. Yasu is your... Excuse me, Yasu is going to be your Nazebo. A Dequaza Sonya. Mei played by Porky. And who did I miss? Hazuab's Thrall. It's not the last map, Ruby believes. Crash Lightning Thrall! Oh my god. We haven't gotten to see one yet. Alright, let's talk about all the other talents and we'll read through this really quickly. Overpower for the Varian, Illidan with the Immolation, you got Fear the Reaper for the Malthiel, Discord Strike with the Overflowing Chaos, I think is the level 1. Overwhelming Power, excuse me, for your Alarak, and Quarterback Tychus. Looking at a Widowmakers for Nazebo, Furious Blow for the Sonya, a Ice Storm Mei, Sentinel Wisp Lunar, and that Crash Lightning for Hazuabs. As the Crash Lightning is going to be slightly changed here. Zombie Wall comes out, but Illidan dives in from top lane. He's going to try and take down Hazuabs as well, but Gaflo's unable to find the last bit of damage and has to back away. So hit at least 2 heroes with a single use of Chain Lightning upon dying. Lose 6 stacks. Gain rewards cannot be lost. So, 6 stacks lost upon death. Keep that in mind. Nano's dead. After hitting multiple heroes 15 times, Chain Lightning deals 270 additional damage on its bounces. After hitting multiple heroes 30 times, Chain Lightning deals 270 additional damage on its bounces and prioritizes heroes. 540 extra damage on Chain Lightning if you hit the last milestone. But Thrall currently sitting at 0 stacks. Never quest Illidan. We had literally yesterday we did. Yesterday we did have the Unending Hatred. Yasu's dead. Throws back some toads. Mal feels like, cool, I'll just heal off the wave, no big deal. Tychus, Master Assassin level 4. Already 1 stack on that one. Dashes in, overkill activated. Porky trying to back away. The crowd freeze will be activated, and a small grenade pokes onto that healing bar. First objective phase will be Arcane in the bottom lane. And Illidan has a inspired minion wave to push up onto the fort gate top. Quaza spinning through. Actually, not going into Whirlwind build. I was honestly expecting like Life Funnel and Hurricane and stuff. But we do have Slam Jam 1 and 4. I guess there aren't a lot of really routes for Hurricane. It might just be sorry, let me check this really quickly. It might just be Life Funnel level 7. I was thinking maybe like Warpaint 1. I guess you could go Shot of Fury. Hurricane is just going to be removing these slows roots from Sonya. There aren't really a lot of roots. None, realistically. There are some slows that can be picked up, but... Alright, I mean, it does make a little bit of sense, but I was just still thinking like Warpaint level 1, Shot of Fury level 4 would have been really nice, and then you go into the Life Funnel 7. We'll see how it all works out for Exodia. 3-1 in kills, favoring the members of Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins, level 7 coming through soon. A little bit faster on the left-hand side as they do have the earlier kills for more experience. This is objective phase going to be traded, or at least skeletal defenders are being traded currently. Alex and Morales are available. Alex Straza was played early on, I believe, and Morales was banned in this map. I'm pretty sure Alex Straza was played in this series already. Unless I'm blending the... I mean, if there was Alex Straza, I feel like she would have been drafted, and I don't think she got banned. Frostwolf pack level 4 for Thrall is done, as Mei and Sonya will go down to the Alarak. He's going to gain some sadism with the telekinesis, trying to pull people back in. Hanzo looking to back away. And Nano so very low, Malfurion as well, but the first objective, Arcane Punisher, will go into bottom lane. Oh, she was banned? Okay, I missed it. Zebo dead? Zebo's dead. It's going to be his Widowmaker's finishing out as he's dead right there. Punisher jumps over onto Hazuabs. And that'll be 75% of the fort still remaining. Icing in from the Mei as well. Minigun from Tychus activated. Illidan going into his Unbound and Thrall. Since he died, he lost another 6 stacks. He was at 8, down to 2. Onto the Mei, Illidan dives in, icing to the side, allows them to back off. Next Punisher will be, where are we seeing it on the minimap as the teaser? Mid or top? It's going to be top lane, about 7 minute 39, I believe, in game time. But 10 Talontier is obviously going to be faster on the left side for Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins. So let's go ahead, take a look and see what the other stats are going to be looking like here in this map number 5. Icing from Mei, Serdath looking to back off. Zebo Spiders chasing in. We're all looking to activate Wind Fury to back off. Hazu feigning that he's going to Hearth out for a moment there, trying to force the enemy to step up. Hunt Illidan, Last Rites, Counter-Strike, Odin, and Varian. What are we doing here, bud? He is going to be Warbringer level 10. He can charge every 4 seconds to enemies or allies. Charge, telekinesis, zombie wall from the Zebo. Varian doesn't care. He will take some damage. Crash lightning from Thrall fully reset once again. Yikes. Bikes. Telekinesis and such. There's going to be Spearin from Sonya. Alarak looking to kind of wiggle his way out of the enemy's engagement or damage. And absolutely will be able to do so. Still a minute left on the objective stuff, and Illidan soaks top lane. Looking rough for Exodia here. Their late game scaling is okay-ish, but losing this many members this consistently, I don't know if they'll get to that late game. But Nazebo's done with his level 1, full spider build for him. Sonya goes Poison Spear level 7, so kind of just a normal build for her. Sundering from Thrall, Alarak with Counter-Strike. Banana gets peeled apart by Nazebo. And finally, the members of Exodia find a kill. Lunara chases in. Does have that splintered spear for the extra hits right there as Azuab's leaping strike. Lunara and Nazeebo have the damage to take down that Tychus. Thrall and Lunara do end up going down. Varian should fall to the spiders over here. Bonk. And there's the objective. Testable post 7-minute 30 in game time. 10-4 in kills. The heroics on the right side, we saw Gargantuan, Leap, Avalanche, Leaping Strike, and Sundering for the Thrall. So Illidan, as I mentioned, does have the Hunt. It's not a full global range, not a true global, if you will. As you can see right here on the minimap, you can see the sort of blue circle on the minimap around the Illidan. That is going to represent the range he has. Now, if he goes into the level 20, nowhere to hide, as long as he can see an enemy minion or hero, he can hunt to it because it becomes a true global with no range restriction. I guess technically there is one with the hero or minion, but still. There's no radius restriction is probably a better way to phrase that. Odin summoned here on the left-hand side. Tychus dashing in, 13 talents to your advantage for the next 3/4 of a level. Yasuo will go down to Varian, just kidding. Hunt for Illidan, bonk! Varian split to the right side, lacerates onto Dehaka, takes down the Sonya. Leaping strikes continue to come in from this Lunara. Damage onto DK is pretty decent, and he will be taken down. Gargantuan cleared out by the Illidan. 32-13 in skeletal defenders as Malfurion still working through this objective number 2 for his allied squad. The level lead continues, 12-5 in kills, almost 14 to almost 13. Varian is going to be Juggernaut level 13 for just more damage, a 4%. Alarak is Pure Malice, anticipating his allies to die here for another 40% increase. Alarak's max sadism can be 190? No, 180 because he did go into Applied Force, which is a permanent sadism reduction. So 20, 20, another 20 from the level 4, and then 40 from the level 13. Punisher takes down top lane fort. Malfield will soak bottom lane. And 63 stacks for your Nazeebo. Malfield is going to grab a bottom lane Impaler camp. Varian anchoring for his allies in the transition to bottom lane. How did we do on that gamble? Pretty good. Wowee. Well, you know me, Chad. I got no horse in the race. I just want as many games as possible, so hopefully we'll see Exodia start to answer into the enemy team here, but that's going to be a charge taunt back into the Sonya. Lacerates takes her down. The counter-strike from Alarak actually finds the fatal damage. Illidan's on this left side camp. Dino so very low in the Lunara, trying to back away. Nano chased by Thrall. He gets the kill, but Thrall will lose any Crash Lightning stacks. The hunt from Illidan chases onto Lunara. She will fall as well. Spiders from Nazeebo thrown onto Varian. He should be able to back off just fine. Malfurion cannot chase onto Yasuo. No Finland to be achieved, but it's a 10-kill difference. And I did look at the last Punisher takedown. Mortar will be in the mid lane coming up next, and let's say it's going to be around 12 minutes in game time, in that ballpark. Bottom fort has gone down, top as well. Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins opening up the map. And with a 2-level advantage. 10 kills as well, and talent tier. Blades of Azzinoth, you've got your Banner of Iron Forge, Soul Collector for the Malfield, Mocking Strikes on Alarak, and Tychus continues with Titan Grenade. Illidan gets hit with a zombie wall and some spiders. He's like, I really don't care. Rough game for the members of Exodia. Maybe 16s will be a big turnaround moment for them, but hunt from Illidan. Malfield self-cleanse with the inevitable end. The last right's going to Sonya. She will not die to the damage over time. Sundering from Thrall will find Serdath. A blind from May, but Nazeebo, bonk, 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 will be taken down. Counter-Strike from Alarak was activated during all of that. Full cooldown for him. Hunt from Illidan, 80 seconds, but he can reduce that cooldown because all auto attacks give cooldowns to all abilities, including the heroic. Telekinesis onto Thrall again, and he is going to be deleted here. Bye-bye, Porky. Porky gets pulled apart. Serdath will hearth out for full everything. We do have Illidan shoving top lane wave. He'll back away. Leaping strike from Lunara. Jumps to safety in the top lane wave. Mortar Punisher, mid lane, 139 on the Alarak sadism. If you're curious, because I am, let's go ahead and take a look here where his where he's gained sadism from. So 21 from takedown, so another 9% from that. Show of Force can be another 12%. Pure Malice can be another 20%.
An expected outcome.
Indeed, Banana. So this third objective will be our Mortar Punisher in the mid lane. Damage through top lane camp. This is Illidan heading into bottom. Alarak is going to quickly clear out a wave as well. 16 does get picked up. Thunderstorm for the Thrall. Black Ice for Mei. You've got your Giant Slammer. Nazebo at the Spider Colony. Lunara is Starwood Spear or something? Or what is she considering for level 16? Banana question mark? Yeah, playing Alarak. Alright, objective is finished out. The hunt from Illidan, the leap from Sonya, the zombie wall goes in, and Gaflo is taken down. Alarak tries to get a nice combo into the Thrall. 151 saves him for him. Still waiting on that level 16 from Lunara. Mid lane Punisher pushing in. It's going to smash his face into the keep gate. And then we'll be seeing clear start out from the right side of Exodia. And Lunara does go into unfair advantage level 16. Nature's Toxin deals 60% more damage to heroes that are slowed, rooted, or stunned. Odin summoned by the Tychus for a little bit more siege. We do have Dino Hearthing out on the right side of your screen. Punisher cleared away, icing from Mei. DK low, Avalanche into the keep area. Thrall misses the Feral Spirit. DK is trying to back away, but unfortunately will be taken down. Leaping Strike from Lunara, chasing in further. Tychus activates his minigun. Dino is getting chunked right now. Last Rice goes on to Porky, but he will not fall. The overkill. Leaping Strike. Nano is split from his team as their grenade to try and take down Dino. No, Porky lives. Leaping from Sony to chase onto this Malthiel. Hazuabs gets an auto, which will trigger his trait to heal up, but Alarak has the damage needed and will get a combo onto Nazebo. Unfortunately for Banana, unable to get the kill into Yasu. Whoo-wee! Frozen Punisher for the bottom lane coming up. And around 16 minutes 30 in-game time, Alarak checking if the enemy was floating around the right side, but it's going to be Glory to the Alliance for your variant. Illidan with Bolt of the Storm. Nowhere to hide. Our Nexus Blaze GG. Angel of Death for the Malthiel, the rare Angel of Death. Last Rites heals for 100% of the damage dealt, and its current and future cooldown reduction bonuses are doubled. So Malthiel, if he gets one more stack, he has the 20-second cooldown. Hasty Bargain for the Alarak with the current 164 sadism and big red button for your Tychus. I want to check the Alarak sadism once again. So takedowns can still be another 6%. Show of Force can be another 6%. And Hasty Bargain has reduced sadism by 4. All right. My gosh, what an insane game. Keep in mind, Master Assassin's at 14 of the 15 stacks, so Tychus could get another 15% if he gets one more kill. Which does, of course, impact the Odin. Tychus' current auto attack range is, or auto attack speed is 4.4, isn't it? Yeah, 4.4. Because 10% of 4, yeah. Sometimes the math just clicks. I mean, legitimately, Exodia can't do anything. They have to wait for waves to come their way. Nazebo with 133 stacks isn't too bad. Does he go into Vile Infection or Humonganoid? I feel like it's going to be a Vile Infection. I think they could try and get that 20 talent tier. And I mean, Exodia, they're holding on here. The objective is going to be announced. I said 1630-ish, and there it is, 1630-ish. Impaler, sorry, Fallen Shaman grabbed over here. And Lunara steps up for the last little bit of damage. All right, what do we got here for our level 20s? We do have the Flash Freeze. You're going to be seeing Composite Spear for the Sonya for the armor. Nazebo, I am curious what he's going to consider here. Slams our way through bottom lane wave. It is Humonganoid. World Breaker, and you do have the Intensifying Toxin as well. All right, let's see what we got here. Icing in from May. DK trying to back away, uses the ally charge. There's the Gargantuan summon. Big Sundering after the leap from Sonya. Nano is low, and Alarak takes down May. Gazebo trades into the Malthiel as Nano is going to fall as well as Varian. And the members of Exodia, 3-1 in this trade. Alarak Illidan going to do something silly as they look to push up top lane wave. Humonganoid, by the way, Gargantuan Stomp area is increased by 25% and Slow's amount increased by 50%. Passively, reduce the Gargantuan cooldown by 40 seconds and its mana cost by 50. And this is one of those tooltips that does update the other, so you have a 30-second cooldown on the Gargantuan right now, as it will be summoned here in bottom lane. Thrall and Sonya to defend top as the World Breaker will be utilized here. Chain Lightning goes out, no bounce to Alarak. Feral Spirit finds a root. Sonya, she's about to have Leap available. She spears in. Chain Lightning, damage over time. She wants the kill. Alarak, hasty bargain. Oh, no, no, no. Hanzo loses no stacks because he had no stacks. Dehaka trying to back away from Banana. And the bottom lane fort goes down to Zebo. Siege pretty on point. 167 on his baseline stackage. 168 as well for the Alarak currently. He did use the hasty bargain. I'm sure some of you may be interested. Alarak sadism, max takes down, max show of force, max pure malice, 12%. Actually, technically 22% has been reduced from talents between hasty bargain and that level 7. So, a fort in bottom lane finally taken down at 19 minutes from Exodia. As another Gargantuan summon in mid. Yasu, beautiful ice block before the... Oh no, the hasty bargain! Last rites, bye-bye. Zebo goes down. Sonya has to leap to the side. Malthiel is done with his last right stackage. Bye-bye, Porky. Mortar Punisher top lane. Odin is summoned. They're not waiting for Punisher. Sundering, hunt from Illidan, taunt from the Varian. Thrall trying to back away. Last rites, bye-bye. Thrall loses Thunderstorm and any level 1 stacks he had. Lunara does go down. This is going to be Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins going for core here in map number 5 of the day. Sonya working on the minion wave. Core does have that minus 40 armor. Last rites. To wrap up this best of 7 series, it is Gaflo's Girthy Gremlins as Banana Auto cancels onto the core. GG, well played. It is Gaflo and his Girthy Gremlins taking victory here in the final map of this best of 7 series, taking victory in our last tournament of the year, and that is a Girthy victory for the Gremlins. GG, well played.